Yo, what is cracking, everybody? Get nice and loud, man. How you guys doing? Going live a little bit early. Game's not on yet, obviously. Let me know if you can hear me. I'm checking out some of these other games right now. We got freaking Joe Burrow laying an egg against the Bills, and I started Joe Burrow in fantasy football, and of course he's laying an egg, dude. Fuck. But that's what's going on right now. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Sounds good. Shout out to Rich, man. Broncos fan in the chat. Look, I already know look, I don't have high hopes. You know, I as a Raiders fan, I don't have high hopes. I'm just looking for some improvement. Let me get some shit situated, though. I'm folding up some freaking laundry. I'm turning this shit off. Let me shut the door. I need to freaking... Dude, call me lazy as fuck, dude. I don't know. I do need to clean this room. And if shit gets real crazy, we'll go ahead and pop on the do-rag. Fresno will make a bowl game. I'm not sure, dude. Nowadays, man, they ruin college football where it's all about the top. It's all about the top of the top. Play some young guys, dude. Yeah, exactly. That's what the Raiders need to do. Play some freaking young guys. Move on. You got 10 L's. It's over. It is over. You got 10 L's. I'm trying to see what's going on though, man. I think these live streams, not gonna lie, and you guys know I'm super transparent. Most people try to gloss shit up about what's going on. I think the Raiders fans are freaking checking out, dude. These live streams have been freaking taking an L. These live streams are cooked lately. But I don't know. I'm gonna watch the game anyway, so I figured I might as well go live. But yeah, it's crazy, dude. Like early in the season, we easily had 500. And I feel like everybody, man, all the different Raiders YouTubers, I feel like they're all just seeing people check out. And it's kind of like, hey, counting down to when Pete Carroll gets fired, right? Praying the Titans win. I think the Titans are going to beat Shedeur Sanders and the Browns. Shedeur played better than I thought he's going to play today. Got a couple touchdowns, threw a pick. He's got the ball right now. Joe Burrow, though, man, he was hot at the beginning of this game. Now he's really laid an egg lately. Let me close this shit up real quick. Let me see what's going on here. My bad about that noise. Got this unnecessary light. Ugh. Yeah, dude, I was trying to pay attention to some of these other games happening, but oh no! Oh, Shedeur just had a turnover, and the whole entire Titans team rocked the freaking Rolly celebration. Are you kidding me? Let me see this shit. Was it a fumble? Oh, so that was on the running back, Samson. Dude, they did Shedeur dirty. So Titans team rocks the Rolly, bro. Rocks the Rolly for this one. So we got some time till the game starts, man. Hoping for a competitive game. What else are we saying? Dude, I got freaking... I'm about to look like a chick doing one of these, like, get ready. You know how those chicks do that on Instagram? Get ready with me. A get ready with me video. I gotta freaking put some shit in my hair, though. Hey. And not gonna lie, I've been rocking the Rogaine. Shout out to all my dudes who've rocked Rogaine. Anybody doing Rogaine or minoxidil? I'm getting to that age where it's like, you might as well spray a little to fill it out. Yeah, back-to-back picks for Burrow, exactly. Need to start. I went to a doctor, dude. He basically said you might as well do it. Yeah, when's Pete Carroll getting fired? Is Sean Payton going to be the one where whoops his ass and then he gets fired? All right, so we got about 10 minutes still. Minox here and there. I heard if you stop Minox, that it all goes away. Because I got some, I don't know if it's because my hair is black, so it really stands out. I think it's because my hair is dark. And hell, it stands out. If I had more brown-ish hair, I don't think it'd stand out that much. If Pete does not bench Gino, he'll get fired. Yeah, you stop, and you lose even more than when you started if you stop. All right, now I'm scared as fuck. All right, so Man, Aaron Rodgers. Did you guys see that earlier? Aaron Rodgers getting a rushing touchdown. That was freaking awesome. What better, dude? Besides a hair, if you want to fill out your hair, besides a hair transplant, besides what they have those PRP injections, finasteride. I heard that kills your libido, and I'm gonna need my libido, guys. Hey. That's the only thing I'm worried about there. I'm not trying to lose it all. Microdermal needling. You know what? Let's get the comb out. Exactly. Daniel Jones, man. That was bad. Daniel Jones Dunskies a little bit right there. Titans look like they're about to close it out, dude. They're up freaking 11 points against the Browns. Daniel Jones got injured. I think he's gonna be out the whole year. I think he's done the whole year, if we're being real. All right, let me just turn all this shit off right now. Colts look promising. You saw that where he like slammed his helmet on the ground. I haven't even been on like social media today. I'm sure there's a bunch of freaking, little social media posts of the Daniel Jones helmet slam. Oh shit. I gotta take that shit off. All right. So shout out to everybody here, man. I don't know what the turnout's gonna be for this live stream. We're starting a little early. I'm not gonna lie, dude. If it's low and there ends up being like a bunch of NFL news that I could film, I am definitely gonna go do that just because it makes more sense. But I don't know. I don't really know. I've been making some Shador vids, just full disclosure. I like to be transparent and talk about, behind the scenes of content creation with the chat a lot in these live streams. Looking at my shit that I've been doing, let's just take a look at some of the shit I've been doing. Let's see where I'm gonna show. Mixing it up a little bit lately. I haven't been uploading as much because I've been working on another channel, but I'm gonna start uploading more. I had some good moments with like the Brian Daboll firing, the Kyler Murray video. I freaking destroyed, got 400K. I was surprised off that. Obviously like the Geno, like whenever I make a Raiders video, like about the game, that always does well. I tried to do a Justin Fields one. I did a really good job about the brawl with the Lions Chiefs a month ago. And then I'll experiment. I tried to do like a funny Panthers one that kind of tanked. The Shador one where he came in against the Ravens, that one did well. But sometimes when I try to cover different stories about the NFL, and naturally I only do Shador, it's pretty much a Shador and Raiders channel. The last few vids. And I don't know, maybe I just need to experiment more with different teams and different stories and stuff like that. I've been wondering what people want. And when you look at my channel over the years, been a bunch of different stuff. And obviously it's not about chasing the views, but it's about just doing what the audience wants. And that's always something I'm always trying to figure out, and work around. 100K subs. I have never really tried to do the whole subs thing because I've seen channels that have a lot of subs and they still don't get hella views. So I always figured like it's not really about that. But that Kyler Murray video was like one of my literally my 4th highest video in the channel history, right here on the right side. Bills are about to get the W. Yeah, I think after Joe Burrow threw those back-to-back picks is game over. I'm trying to see what I should do though. I mean, I don't know. I've almost even thought about going just because I naturally only pay attention to the Raiders anyways, and I felt like I at least put out more content when I was only focusing on Raiders. So I've almost thought about just doing some more daily Raiders news again. Fall off of Russell Wilson. If there's something new that happened, I thought about what was the funny Russell Wilson story. I thought about doing a video about how there's that drama about how none of his family was at Thanksgiving, which is pretty trippy if you're super rich and like none of your family's at Thanksgiving with you. We'll see what I end up doing, especially as we transition to the off season. We have a few more weeks left of the regular season. So it's a few Raiders videos about the games and if anything crazy happens. Chip Kelly got fired. Obviously that video did really well. and the rumors about Pete Carroll meeting with Mark Davis after last game. That did really well. But yeah, man. Yeah, so somebody mentioned Russell Wilson. Guys, give me some feedback. Let me know, hey, I didn't really like when he did this. Clearly, people didn't like this. I tried to cover the Jerry Jeudy Shador spat that happened. Clearly, people didn't like it. So maybe that was just something that I found funny, but maybe the rest of the people didn't find it funny. And I think there's Shador fatigue. We've been doing too many Shador videos, and people are kind of getting bored with it. Let me get rid of that. Actually, let me see if I can get rid of that bot in this other thing. Oh, I can't. I gotta use my phone. I gotta use my phone to get rid of this bot. 1 second. Bills versus Bengals. So we'll see what happens, man. The hell is this? We'll go right here. We'll go full stream. Love the Shador vids. All right, cool. I'll keep doing them then. I got to figure out some other teams and other stories though, because I feel like there's. Here's the one thing, because I used to be straight up only a Raiders channel, and like 99% of you guys here know that's what I used to do. Look at the oldest videos, like bunch of 4 years ago. Damn, been doing this shit for a long ass time. And this is when I was starting out, so it wasn't that good. But I think like what we got about a few minutes before the game. Jon Gruden and the Raiders. Maybe we need to get back to that. But I feel like there's only so much you could talk about with the Raiders where I wonder if people get bored of that. But we'll see what happens. I'm going to stop peeling back the curtain. Focus on what's happening now, which is 3 minutes from now. The game is going to be on. Let me get rid of this freaking bot. Hit the like button, man. Help boost us in the algorithm. Oh, your 2025 recap. Have you guys seen this on YouTube? It's your recap of like who you've watched the most. Let me see what my recap. Okay. Is Gruden still in court? Yeah, Gruden still. They got to wait to see what happens with the Supreme Court. They're going to definitely appeal to the Supreme Court. So, pop culture, audio equipment, stream. Dude, okay. Wow. That is so funny. Can we pause? My top things is like straight up. That is so accurate. Streaming tech, NFL news, comedy skits, finance tips, and video editing tips. That is straight up me. Number one to watch stream. Ooh, rap music, Dave Blunts. Oh, I listen to a lot of Dave Blunts. We got receipts, obviously my own channel. NFL, Raiders, Sunday Night Football. I was in your top 5, Frank Lester. Right on. See, I need to make some more shit. My top channels, number 2 is my own channel, and I watched a lot of New Orleans football, so I actually really like their stuff when they had Carr on there, just to hear what like somebody else who didn't like Carr with the Saints was thinking. I always kind of want to know what their thoughts were. Tech savvy, blah, whatever. I'll check this shit out a little bit later. This is boring. All right, so game's about to be on. Let's get freaking with it. Bengals making a comeback, 2-point attempts. I'm going to go ahead and start loading up this Broncos-Raiders game. It's about to start at 1:05. Let's see what happens. So Bengals failed that. Dante Moore. So what do you guys... So for the Raiders QB, you want Dante Moore or are we doing Mendoza? Mendoza or Dante Moore? Titans and Saints are winning. So for the Tankathon, that's good for Vegas, man. Oh, wow. We'll see what's happening here. Fernando? Dante Moore as a USC fan. Dante's better. Oregon Ducks, baby. All right, here we go. Pavi all the way. All right. Not holding your breath. Better than Mendoza. Nice. Cheers. We would have the worst duck in the division. Where's dial-up? Downstairs. She's on the phone. You might be able to hear her yelling. Cheers, yeah. So let's get it going, man. Highlights are happening. We got a few minutes for the game. Colts are just getting spanked by the Jags now that, you know, Danny Dimes is donezo. That sucks, man, to see somebody really defy the odds here and then now just go completely downhill. All right, here we go. Looks like it's loading up. Bo Nix getting ready. Raiders haven't played in the snow in forever now that they have a dome. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Need also Gruden. I don't know, man. Obviously Gruden want to come back, but they're not going to let him come back. Well, I don't think the Raiders will. I think it'd be another team. I think it would have happened already. All right, so they're talking about Geno needs to protect the ball. No shit. I got YouTube. That's how I watch it on YouTube TV. I pay way too much money to watch this shit on YouTube TV. Not gonna lie. Well, look, dude, Mahomes and Herbert and Bo Nix, they're all good. Like, dude, I'm not one of these Raiders fans who like pretends that the other QB, like other teams and QBs aren't good just because they're division rivals. I think that's stupid, honestly. You gotta keep it real. So I'm not one of those dudes who's like, just because you're not on my team, I'm gonna pretend you're not good. It's just, come on, man. And you know, hey, we've never seen Geno Smith look this bad as a starter, so there might be more to the story here. Are we gonna let Pete play Geno? They'll get what's coming. I think the oh yeah, drop the emojis, dude. They're actually loaded up and working right now. I think they got to try to improve it and get better for next year. I think the Raiders can make the playoffs next year if you know, think about the Washington Commanders. They just had they were one QB and one coach away, and they had a bunch of players that nobody really wanted, and they made it happen. So look. I thought the Raiders could sneak in this year. I thought they were going to be a scary team. I read almost every comment on my channel. You had a lot of people, Broncos fans. I remember one of them just commented recently and was saying, "Hey, I was actually a little worried about what you guys were cooking beforehand, but then it went completely downhill." When do you think the Raiders will make the playoff? Let's go. Who's starting QB? Obviously, it's Geno Smith. All right, let's see what's happening. Keep gay. We're getting viewers going, man. Cam Miller and Pickett, they're not, dude. There's just no way that Pete Carroll is gonna freaking bench Geno. It's just not gonna happen. Justina Anderson's beefing with this random dude. I gotta start making some more shit. All right, here we go, man. Loading up here. Carroll with the hands on the knees. We'll see if Carroll's part of the tank. I'll be able to decide today if he's part of the tank or not. Oh, we're at Allegiant Stadium, bro. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. 10-2 versus a 2-10 record, man. This is bad. Kickoff just happened. Broncos with the football. Here we go. 1st and 10 for the Broncos in the pistol formation, and you got a blitz here. They're gonna do a swing pass to the running back and 10-yard gain. This is gonna be tough to watch. Yeah, dude. I mean, look, I want to believe the Raiders are gonna win, but please don't bet any money on that. Whew. All right, cool. We got some more people in here. That's good. All right, so wow. Damn. Bengals lost, and it looks like no playoffs for the Bengals this year. All right, here we go. Fresh set of downs for Denver, man. Dropping back to throw. 2 throws in a row, and now a quick throw to Cortland Sutton. 8-yarder for Bo Nix. And do we have Crosby playing today? See what's going on here. Daniel Jones torn Achilles. Oh, bro. So he's basically like won't even get a new contract. All right, man. 2nd and 2 for Denver. And a handoff for no gain. She's downstairs. Yeah, it sucks for Daniel Jones, man. I don't know if they'll give him a good deal, though, because if he's dealing with that kind of injury, maybe you try to use that as an excuse to not pay him out. You know how these companies are. So I don't know if he's going to get a good deal. 3rd and 2 now. All right, let's see what's going on here. All right, 3rd and 2. Quick throw, and the Raiders almost forced a stop, but you got a broken tackle. Horrible tackling by Jamal Adams. No, she's just not going live. She's watching it downstairs. Like, I mean, no point in going live. What's the point? You just put yourself out there for no reason. I'm doing it just for the love of the game. What do you really get out of it, you know? Public humiliation for no reason. All right, so 1st and 10. 40-yard line. And play action after that horrible tackling by the Raiders, and now completion for about 6 yards. Yeah, man. I also wonder too, maybe I gotta freaking get a video out on a good time. Let me see what else is happening around the league. Second and 5 here. Stop on the clock here. Timeout by Las Vegas. Already some confusion and wasting timeouts, bro. It's not good. Yeah, it's Audrey, not Aubrey. Yeah. Game reactions. I mean, game reactions are more exciting when there's a chance for the playoffs. Now it's yeah. 2nd and 5 and a check down wide open to the running back and first down for the Broncos. I mean, this is getting hard to watch. All the bots. New Mexico. Let me know what state you're at. Dropping back to throw, 1st and 10. And a sack. Thanks for hiding that away. 2nd and 13. Big completion for a first down. There you go. Wow, sack to first down exactly. First and 10. And a handoff. And a freaking 12-yard game, bro, on the handoff. Whew. This is bad. Hallelujah. 9 minutes to go. 1st and 10. In the red zone already for the Broncos. 4-man rush and a check down to the... Dude, they're checking it down to the running back all day, but this time it's good for zero game, but they're checking it down all day, and it's freaking easy. All right. So 2nd and 10 now. Give me some hope. 18-yard line. Should have been a false start, but a handoff up the middle. Fighting for about 7 yards. Flag, though. Maybe they're going to call it back. Shout out to all the people here, man. Hit the like button. Get the likes up. Oh, encroachment on the Raiders instead. No. Yeah, time of possession is going to be a long day. That's true. Crosby's playing, though. He was questionable going into this game. Surprised he's actually playing. Dude, who put $100 on the Raiders? Please don't do that. Come on, bro. 13-yard line. Denver's 2nd and 5. Handoff. And a first down. First and goal. Handoff. Broken tackle. Stuffed. Second and goal now. We don't turn it off yet, but I mean, look, it's just the first drive. I'm more of a reaction guy. I'm not. You get, if you want to know exactly what's happening with the game, I'm not gonna just totally destroy my voice and describe every single detail. So please quit saying that. It's very annoying to keep bringing that up in the chat. Second and goal now, and hey, man, I'm sensing a Broncos touchdown here. Bo Nix dropping back, and he's gonna run it himself. But incomplete. Running out of bounds. QB tosses 2-yard check down at the 20. It takes it to the house. I mean, this guy is the check down king, and it's kind of what Bo Nix did with the Oregon Ducks. Third and goal. And looks like a delayed game against Denver on third and goal. All right, let me get this bot out of here. I don't care. I don't do this for money at all. Clearly, or else I would literally just turn it off. Third and goal. He runs it in. Oh, yeah. QB draw by Bo Nix, and he does run it in. So we got people spoiling the game. There you go. By a millisecond. Aren't you proud? But a 9-minute drive. Hey, don't blame Gino for that. Gino had nothing to do with that. What is this zunked? All right, cool. All right, so we'll see how Geno Smith and them do on the first offensive drive. Easy Broncos touchdown, almost a 10-minute drive. Insane. Minimal delay? This is sad already. I'm going to watch the live game. It wasn't that easy. That's why it took 9 minutes. Well, I mean, if you don't think that was easy for the Broncos, I don't know what to tell you. It was very easy. Well, I mean, the Raiders are playing deep, and they just checked it down the whole time and literally went all the way to the end zone. And then, you know, I guess you do a QB draw, and that's how you get it in. Oh, now I'm hungry. And I know the Raiders are doing bad when I feel like stress eating. Now I'm hungry and I need to eat. Oh yeah, man. Drop the American flag. Dude, where are my proud Americans in the chat? Do we have any freaking proud Americans? Not this whole, oh, we don't celebrate 4th of July. We don't celebrate Thanksgiving. We freaking are all fucking sad. Do we got any proud Americans in the chat? Oh, we fucking hate everything and we bitch about everything and blah blah blah. Are we like that, or are we gonna be a proud American? God damn it. Raiders can still win this game. America first. Tank from Mendoza. Tank from Mendoza. Yo, we're the Latinos at Mexico. Love the country of Mexico. Great country. I need to go to London finally. I've never been to London. Yermans, where my Yermans at, dude? I'm gonna go to Berlin. I want to go to Berlin at some point. Bet on the other team. Not gonna lie, I am starting the Broncos defense. I'm desperate in fantasy football right now. But hey, I would be totally happy with freaking losing fantasy football if it means the Raiders get a dub. World Cups in Germany this year? Or which countries? Where's World Cup at this year? I haven't been following football. It's in the US. First and 10, 30-yard line for the Raiders offense. Oh, America. Oh, yeah. That's why Trump was doing the World Cup thing. I saw that the other day. Dropping back, 5-man rush. Gino has time, gets rid of it, and a completion to Ian Thomas, the former Panther tight end. And you gotta respect the Broncos, man. Got a really good defense. What, you guys are already checking out a freaking football and going full on Bronco or what? All right, here we go. First and 10. And a pitch. 4-ish yard gain. Levi Stadium's hosting some games. I still haven't been, dude. Levi Stadium's way too far from freaking Oh, if they're a bot, let's just ban these dudes if they're like clearly a bot. Oh yeah, he tried to do that thing where he said soccer is the real football. Dude, that's how when you're in politics, whoever you're in front of, you got to say nice shit about him. You got to play the game a little bit. So I'm with that. I understand that. All right, so after that run by the Raiders, now 2nd and 7. And play action. And a completion to Trey Tucker. Good gain. The Raiders are actually completing some passes here. Hufunga. How do you say it? Huofunga? How are you saying his last name? Get the likes up, man. We got our record high of people in here right now for the night. Yo. Get the likes up. 1st and 10 now. Gino dropping back to throw and another completion, this time to Ginty for a modest gain. Ginty involved early. Greg Olsen, maybe he's figuring some shit out. Got our ass whooped by the Chargers last week, but maybe we'll live to see a brighter day. Second and 5. Here we go, man. Greg Olsen. And a handoff. Three-yard gain. Pittsburgh, man. I'm liking Pittsburgh this year. I think they're doing good. All right, we got my cat in the mix here. Here we go. Come here, kitty. All right, 3rd and 3 now. Big 3rd down. Geno Smith in the shotgun. Brock Bowers in the game. And Geno looking to his left, surveying the field, pump fake, and dumps it off to Ian Thomas, the backup tight end. And Michael Mayer's dealing with some injuries, so you got Ian Thomas rocking here. And maybe this little cat's a good luck charm here. A 1st down. Who would have thought? Greg Olsen with the play sheet. All right, man. I got to turn on a red zone. I want to see what's happening with these other games at the same time. All right, 1st and 10 for Geno. Maybe this is going to be a shootout, bro. We're at the 30-yard line. First. And a handoff, 4 or 5 yarder. Oh, wow. The Browns are coming back against the... All right, so 2nd and 4 now. No. You need to quit blocking the TV, motherfucker. Cat, come on, bro. Come on. Come back over here. Ah, oh, shit. All right. Let's see what's up. Come back this way. Come here, little one. All right, 2nd and 4. And a handoff. 1st down. Come on. All right. Hey, but we got a 1st down on the ground, bro. Tough run. Man, we suck on offense, bro. So 1st and 10. This thing's a little ahead of me, I think. All right. Geno surveying. Quick throw to Genty. Makes the move. See, dude, we could be a good team next year. We just need a better O-line, better coordinator, get us some wide receivers so it's not all just about Bowers. It could not be that bad. All right, this cat finally freaking moved. Yeah, this offense is looking good, dude. It's giving me, look, it was too much to expect Greg Olsen to turn it around in just 1 week. This cat is fucking my shit up. Another corner. Definitely need a D tackle. I don't care what anybody says. And shout out to George Reyna. We'll read that in a second after this play. 2nd and 6 here. We'll see if they go to Geno. Takes the snap. Pressure, though. Gets rid of it. And a touchdown. Let me go. Woo! Ooh! Yee-haw! Yeehaw, Geno. Where's my picture of Geno? Where's my printout picture of Geno? Geno? He wrote back, though. Let me see. Geno. He got a passing touchdown, baby. I'm shocked. I'm just kidding. Oh, bro. Hey, but right on, dude. Like, honestly, I'm so numb to the season where I'm not super excited. But I was surprised I got an opening drive touchdown. Not gonna lie, I was surprised by that. Shador got 3 TDs. I'm looking at that Packers freaking oh, Lamar's about to try to make a comeback against the Steelers. There's a lot going on here. I got red zone on and I got the Raiders game on. Yeah, we actually got a game. Yeah, that was the best Geno Smith drive of the entire season. Yeah, and it was bad weather for Shador, so I was really surprised that he stepped up, built some more chemistry with Judy and company. But hey, Geno Smith is looking like a true veteran QB today. Oh, Josh Jacobs looking good with the Packers right now. Woo! Don't be hating on Josh Jacobs. He's still looking good too. How's my fantasy football doing? So back to George Reyna, and everybody give a shout out to George Reyna, man. Supporting the stream, helping us out here. Love to see that. George Reyna saying Wi-Fi don't mean to sound sour grapes, but it's not Raiders fans' fault we fired coaches. Carroll, preach and compete, and his son is the worst coach, and his handpicked QB has been awful. I'm like I know Gino, like I agree with you, George, here when we're talking about Pete Carroll's son. However, I think their personnel's bad. I think they made a mistake grabbing Kappa. Jackson Powers Johnson's injured. And I also feel like Colt Miller's been out the whole year. I think they should have done something besides have DJ Glaze at right tackle. I think they should have maybe kept Thayer Mumford. He's on the Patriots now doing perfectly fine. So I agree with a lot of what you're saying, but I think there's some personnel issues. And I just don't believe when I watch Geno Smith, I see him make some bad decisions, see him make some bad throws, but I just feel like on a whole, I just can't sit there and say like he's the primary problem with the offense, especially under Chip Kelly. Some of the play calling they're doing so vanilla. I mean, I felt like we're in preseason still, just in the shotgun, inside zone run, and then you're throwing it deep to Dante Thornton on 2nd and 1, or taking these sacks. Really, the sacks I think have been the biggest issue with this offense. But Geno Smith going 100% on this drive. I believe they're going to go one more year with Geno Smith. Maybe you draft a guy to sit behind him a year, kind of have a Russell Wilson, Jackson Dart situation. That's where I see them going next year. And then a lot of people are saying Mendoza and Moore, like maybe you don't want to take those guys super high. I don't think this is going to be a year like in 2024 where you had like 10 QBs go in the first round. And I'm exaggerating, obviously, but a shitload. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, holding on the Broncos, though, and here we go, Broncos having a drive, and maybe you're going to have some motivated Raiders defense. Hilarious to see while I'm watching Red Zone. I'm watching freaking highlights of Josh Jacobs, and then I'm also watching highlights of Devontae Adams on Red Zone. Shout out to Devontae Adams, man. He's been doing good. I still root for the guy. Fresno State. I don't care how it ended. I'm still rooting for him. All right, so 1st and 10. They're talking about Crosby. We'll see what happens here. All right. And play action for Bo Nix. He's looking for the tight end, but he's going to go deep to the wide receiver for 10 yards. Little Jordan Humphrey, the former New Orleans Saint. Big gain there. Raiders got secondary issues, man. Raiders got issues at linebacker. Raiders got issue at D tackle. I think Malcolm Kuntz has been disappointing. So is Tyree Wilson. I hate to say it. So I think there's a lot of issues here. Well, he was looking at the flat for 2 yards, and then I was surprised he went deep for 10. All right, so 1st and 10, another handoff. And I feel like this defense has given up. What do you guys think? I mean, they just gave up 7 yards on a run right now. Dude, I think Carr hung it up. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little disappointed that Carr hung it up. I've been I haven't talked about it that much. I am just disappointed. I'm seeing Aaron Rodgers go out there, continue to play, and not even for the money. He's got plenty of money, and I wish Carr would have done the same. I wish Carr would have done the same. But it's his choice. It's his life. It's his family. I hope he's happy. 2nd and 4 for the Broncos, dropping back. Completion, 5-yarder to Bryant, a 1st down. Let me get rid of this bot here. You got it? Okay, cool. Thanks. We can block these bots. We don't have to just delete. Let me just block this guy forever. Oh, you got him? Cool. So did Kansas City get are they finished? Are they done? They're playing against the Texans tonight, right? So here we go. 1st and 10 at the 45 and a handoff. And the Raiders got him going backwards. Snowden with a big tackle. If they lose tonight, they're out? No way. Chiefs record. 6-6. Nah, they can still make it. Will the Chiefs be eliminated from the playoffs tonight if they lose? All right, 2nd and 13. Bo Nix drops back to throw. 4-man rush. Steps. So he has plenty of time. Dumps it off, though, to the flat to Mims. Modest gain. Going to be 3rd and long now. 3rd and about 6. Or 3rd and 8. Oh, shit. Caillou Blue Kelly is down and injured. That sucks. I hate to see a guy who's on a cheap contract trying to make it and play for a big deal get hurt. That really just makes me feel sad, man. That sucks. But they're going to commercial break. We'll see what happens. Yeah, no, they have to lose 2 more. So if they lose tonight, they're not eliminated. But to me, if you're 9-8, I think you're eliminated, especially in the AFC this year. Colts are still going to make it, even though Daniel Jones is done. They're still going to make the playoffs. Look, I like football because it's like a place for everybody, regardless of your politics. So that is why I don't necessarily, whatever. Who's better than DC since Gannon? Nobody. I think Derek Carr is better than Rich Gannon. I mean, let's ask the head coach who coached both of them what he would say. I don't know. I think you might find that answer surprising. So commercial break right now. What else are we talking about? Gruden's been on it and has I think Lynch was on Carr's podcast, right? I would not take a gamble on Daniel Jones. I feel bad for the guy, man. I don't know if he's going to get a good deal. You know what I mean? So I watched the game last night. George Rain. I watched the game and I watched the game last night. Looking at Mendoza versus Ohio State. And, a lot of people are critical. They didn't put up too many points. They're critical of Mendoza. But the way I look at it, we forget that he got hurt in the beginning of the game. And I know these guys are able to go back in there. Who knows if he passed concussion protocol, but who knows what was really going on there. And I think the guy would have done better. So I think we have to take a look at the playoffs. Think about CJ Stroud at Ohio State. It was really, once we saw him have that really high scoring game against Georgia in the playoffs, which, even though they lost, that's when people got sold on CJ Stroud. I think Mendoza in the playoffs, he can make a big case and can make you feel like, all right, I got to take this guy with pick 2, pick 1. So to be determined, I'm rooting for him. I want him to do well. I want the Raiders to finally draft a quarterback in the first round if it's the right guy. I just don't trust Tom Brady with making that decision because he's made so many bad decisions since taking over as minority owner of the Raiders. And Mark Davis has said, and everybody around the NFL and New York Times has said, Brady is running this team. The GM is his homie, is his butt buddy. Brady is running this team. Oh, the cart is coming out for Caillou Blue Kelly, man. I hope this guy gets healthy. Hasn't been perfect, but he's really stepped up as a starter on a cheap deal. I mean, you got a guy on a cheap 1-year contract. What do you expect? And I feel like the defense this year has at least been average, which is asking a lot when you got a really shitty offense. Carly Ursay, Hey, I'm a married man though, but if I was not married, I'm digging in that gold. In a more literal way, because isn't she like a billionaire? Usually when you're having to sleep with a billionaire, it's supposed to be nasty, but if it's Carly Ursay, you might be in some good luck. All right, I had to hide that thing. But appreciate you, George, man, supporting the stream, helping keeping us going, man. Really appreciate it. And I think if you have a really good GM, if Brady really is the shit, then I think that you should be able to find some starters at the wide receiver position, at the corner position, especially in the later rounds. What I'm concerned about is tackle and guard for the Raiders. You know, day one starter in the first round, you can do it sometimes. The Jets got what? Mimbu, and he's doing quite well this past year, but I just feel like it's more of a learning curve as opposed to like a skill player position, defensive player position, like on the line, right? Like the front seven. But when it comes to tackle, it just seems like it's the rookie tackles usually don't do well in their first year. Same with the guards. So I'm a little worried about that. So I hope they go free agency with the offensive line. Go for QB in the first round, and then get you a secondary and some receivers, because these receivers have not panned out. I hope Dante Thornton gets better. I hope Jack Besh gets better, but second round pick and a fourth round pick on these guys, and they're not playing for a reason. Whoa, Minutemen would bust in. What are we talking about? Busting in seconds? What is going on here? This chat is wild, yo. All right, so get the likes up, guys. We got our record number of people here. Trying to build these live streams back up. We used to be litty as hell with these live streams, but ever since the Raiders started eating ass, people have been giving up. All right, Caillou Blue Kelly, man, being taken on the cart. Hope for a speedy recovery. I hope this guy comes back next year and gets a starting role somewhere. 24 years old out of Stanford. Young guy, man. Sucks to see. 3rd and 8 for Denver, though. 3rd and 8 here. Dropping back, Bo Nix. Scrambling and throwing on the run, and a big-time completion. Darian Porter with the coverage flag on the play. We'll see what happens. Sutton now with the catch. It's against Vegas. Well, we got Geno under contract, so holding against Vegas is what they're calling it. So people are talking about, oh, no veteran QB is going to want to come to Vegas. Dude, we got Geno under contract, and I think it's like, as much as people want to shit on the guy, it's going to be pretty hard to find a veteran QB like on a 1-year deal who's available that's better than Geno. I mean, that's just the truth. 1st and 10, Bo Nix dropping back, checking it down to the running back, and he's got some room, man. 6-yard gain. I'm looking at this team and I'm not seeing like great weapons for Geno. He had better weapons in Seattle, 100%. And obviously the O-line was better. Even though the O-line was shitty in Seattle, it's somehow been worse in Vegas. Even though I felt like the O-line was not that bad with Pierce in 2024 with Minshew. It was bad, but it wasn't as bad as it is this year. Yeah, dude, he had Njigba and freaking DK Metcalf, and he had 2 veteran running backs, Charbonnet and Walker, who are dope. 2nd and 5 here. Handoff and tackle for a loss. Good job, Max Crosby. And shout out to George Reyna. Would you let Parham Meredith go and cut Kappa? I would definitely cut. I don't like saying this, but if and I know Kappa was dealing with some injuries prior to the start of the season. We don't know exactly what's going on. If the coaches believe he's going to perform how he performed this year, and I'm trying to be all lenient and nice, yes, I would cut Kappa. Definitely let Meredith go. And I would re-sign Dylan Parham, because it's going to be a lot harder to find somebody better than Dylan Parham. Cover the Bears. I'll cover the Bears if you want me to. I was asking earlier what you guys want me to do for content. 3rd and 6. Bo Nix throwing it up and batted incomplete. Great coverage. Darian Porter, the 3rd round pick rookie. What? So should I do some Bears content? Not much going on here. Look, I'm trying to find more teams to cover that people actually want me to cover, because I've been making Shador vids and Raiders vids, and I got time to make some more shit, especially with the off season coming around. Raiders don't have that much news anymore because they pretty much already did their firing for the year. But hey, shout out to the Raiders getting a stop, forcing a field goal for Will Lutz here. We'll see if Will Lutz makes it. Not going to lie, I do have Will Lutz in fantasy football. I mean, he's done well this year. He's only missed 3. Full disclosure, 58-yarder. We'll see what happens. Ooh, delay a game on the offense. The 58-yarder turns into a 63, and now the Broncos are gonna punt. There we go. Really, I'm your favorite NFL guy, even though you're a Bears fan. That's pretty badass. I haven't made that much Bears stuff, so I got to make some more shit. Well, what's your favorite team? Is your favorite team the Raiders? Don't skip. I'll look whenever it's a big story. I do Raiders news, but I'm not going to do all the small. I've been thinking, should I go back to doing all the small nitty gritty? But right now, I'm not doing that. All right, so a punt for the Broncos. And fielding it at the 5. Raiders have a shot to get the lead. They got the shot to get the lead and then get the ball at half, and you're at home. Can we get a fucking win at home? My God, bro. Can we get a win at home? All right, so yeah, dude, I mean, you guys let me know, dude. This is your guys' channel, man. You guys let me know what you want me to do. I am at your services. Okay, I'm George. I want to do the Fresno game, but last time I did the Fresno game, we had like 10 people watching. And I lost my voice and I talked for 3 hours. So it really made it shitty for me to like make NFL vids. So I'm not doing that again. I'm watching that at home and I'm not talking for 3 hours. I don't know how these other guys do it. I think some of them have a co-host who do these live streams. And it is a little bit easier when I used to have Audrey on the streams, but she's got her own thing going. She's too busy. But I lose my voice quick with this stuff. Favorite is the Bears. Legendary McDaniels video. Whew. Man, it's so hard to make another one of those documentaries because it's like you just got to have a lot of people interested in something like that, you know, and it's not always happening. Thank you, Timberline, getting these freaking bots out of here. So get the likes up, man. We got a good amount of people in here. We're cranking it up. Giants game. I like Jackson Dart. I'm definitely going to start covering some more Jackson Dart. I'm keeping Bowers and I'm keeping Crosby, dude. And I'm keeping Miller. If I'm the Raiders, I'm keeping Miller. I'm keeping Crosby. I'm keeping everybody. Everybody who's good. And Barstow Walker. Who you calling sixth graders, Sean Payton? Let's go Raiders. Hope the Donkeys down today simply because they were talking shit before the game this week. So I saw that one dude, Barstow. Appreciate you, Barstow. Everybody give a shout out to Barstow Walker. The Nick Benito. I saw the edge defender. He kind of made a joke. At first, he was trying to be nice, like, "Oh, Genty's that guy, and the Raiders are pretty good." And then he said that comment, like, "We're gonna run it up their ass this week." But I didn't see what Sean Payton said. Did he talk shit prior to the game? Let me guys know in the chat what Payton was saying. Let me see what's going on here. Oh, they're talking about Indy. Let me see if I can find some stuff with Peyton. Oh, and his little presser interview. Yo, I'm always looking to hire people, dude. Yeah, but I definitely am. I don't pay a lot. 1st and 10. I formation for the Raiders. Play action. Gino, you got time. He checks it down to Genty, and they lose a yard. Bro. Come on, Greg Olson. We need a better play call than that. I would like to see the Raiders just hand it off if you're at your own 5-yard line. We need to start throwing swing passes at the 5. All right, I'm going to get rid of this dude. Apologize. I love all the steps that people say. This is what the Raiders need to do to get back on track, and they give a list. I love that shit. I always die laughing reading all that. Oh, shit. Elgin, the Chiefs fan. All right, hold on 1 second. 2nd and 11 here. Losing a yard, and Gino takes the snap, gets rid of it. Oh, bad throw to Jack Besh, but there's a PI, and the Raiders are going to get an automatic first down. Gino making a heads-up throw, throwing it in the direction of Patrick Surtain, the former Defensive Player of the Year, and getting a fresh set of downs. I like that, man. I like that. But hey, for just like Barstow staying, I like to see the Raiders get a win, even if it messes up their draft situation. I think we need momentum more than anything. We can't just keep going completely downhill. And this is an unpopular opinion. I hope they do well enough to just say, let's roll with Pete Carroll and Gino again and maybe even Greg Olsen, because I think this team just needs continuity, man. I know it could look better, if you get somebody else, but I'm just so sick of it switching every year. All right, so 1st and 10 for Gino, and he's going to hand it off to Genty. And a 5-yarder, but I think the Raiders need. I think Pete Carroll and Gino need to earn it. I think they need to win a few more games on the way out to earn the 2nd season, and I hope they earn it. So, Elgin Thrower, it's your boy from KC. Wishing y'all some luck tonight against the Broncos. I only wish y'all could lose. Both could lose these games tonight. Much love, brother. So it's a Chiefs fan here, checking it out, hoping that both of us lose. But if they had to choose, obviously, they want the Raiders to take on the potential AFC champs with the Broncos. 2nd and 5 here for Gino, and panicking and sacked Kappa, allowing the defensive tackle to go through easily and get the sack. Malcolm Roach, the former New Orleans Saint. Yikes. And Gino upset. 3rd and 13, tired of getting cracked all the time. Dude, I'm gonna need some freaking Vicks, dude. I need to clean this up. So here's my situation with the Chiefs. Do we want the Chiefs to hurry up and win another Super Bowl just so Andy Reid and Mahomes could retire already, and then we could move on? It's an accelerationist strategy I have. 3rd and 13 for Gino and company and the Raiders in their own territory, and they're pinned back in a delayed handoff and a flag. I think we got an offsides on Nick Benito here. Yeah, Derek Carr is not coming back, bro. Dude, I for real got to get Vicks. Hold up. Appreciate you, Chiefs fan Elgin the Thrower, but I got to put my guy Barstow in here on the screen, supporting the stream. He got an offsides for that Nick Benito, who was talking trash before the game. Let me get this Vicks. The Vicks, homie. By the way, if you're thinking of quitting smoking, dude, do it. I quit smoking. I've been clean for like a long time. I only had a couple during Thanksgiving, but I'm good. Gino on 3rd and 8. Pressure and sacked, and the Raiders offensive line just could not hold on long enough, and Gino had to hold on to the football for a good amount of time in order to find somebody open, and he didn't. Loss of 7. See, okay, so a blitz here. Gino, he had time, but I feel like Genty is backing up into him. Look, nobody wants to hear this. Genty's not good at blocking. I've seen this shit all year. He is not good at blocking. Like, you don't want him in for 3rd down. And if you want to be a franchise Saquon Barkley style running back, you better figure that shit out. Because you're not going to be like these top. Jacobs could block. All right, punt return, and they're breaking free, and the Broncos are about to take it to the house, and they do a punt return for a fucking touchdown. Are you fucking kidding me? Holy shit. And we fired our special teams coordinator for what? So we could do shit like this? Bro, touchdown Broncos. We're getting our freaking cheeks clapped in our own stadium. Straight up, bro. Straight up getting our cheeks clapped in our own stadium, and we fired the special teams coordinator. Shouldn't have done that shit. Because, yeah, he wasn't good, but what is firing that fool in the middle of the season going to do? Besides help you lose? Yeah, not special teams, it's special ed. Exactly. We're getting our cheeks clapped in the stadium. Hey, but at least we get the ball at halftime. Come on, Geno Smith, pull it together. Get rid of the football. Your offensive line is garbage. We got a cute little water girl congratulating the punt returner. There you go. If you guys are watching the broadcast. And I'm definitely going to need to put in some Rogaine here. Hey, we've had home, whenever we were winning in 2021 and in the beginning of 2022, we had some home field advantage. Back when we thought the Devontae Adams experience was going to be dope, we did have some home field advantage. All right, I'm gonna chug this coffee real quick. We should just wait in the locker room. Wait in the locker room for the game to be over. Yo, let the Saints win it. Let the Saints win it so we can get Mendoza or Dante Moore, bro. Let the Saints win it. We are getting our back blown out. We are not going to be walking straight going to work the next morning. We are getting blown out. And I'm sorry, I'm going to stop being inappropriate for all the people who are family friendly. I'll stop. What do you guys think? Should I be family friendly on this stream or should I just say whatever? What do you guys think? Dude, I forgot that the Broncos are owned by Walmart. See, okay, this is why we need Jeff Bezos to buy this team. Walmart versus Amazon. I'm not gonna lie, I got a, and this is not a promotion or anything. I got an Amazon Prime subscription. Oh, Raider Wire was saying that Barstow about the freaking Peyton. I like what's his name. He follows me, Raider Post and Raiders Beat. And I was trying to get Raiders Beat on, but I guess he doesn't do like interview things. He wants to be anonymous. I'm like, dude, come on, you got to put some skin in the game. Be like me, where I get roasted online, especially when I was defending Carr too much. I get roasted online, and I deal with the blowback. So don't be anonymous doing this Raiders content. Put a face on it. Be real. Say whatever. Dude, we're getting freaking pinned down. We're getting pegged. We are like a Antifa dude getting pegged by his girlfriend right now. That is how we are. The Broncos are doing it out of love. They're not even intimidated. Yeah, like kids are watching the stream. I used to always joke around like that and be like, by the way, guys, whole families are sitting around watching this stream. Family friendly. Oh, so one person says family friendly. Okay, all right. All right. Speak your truth, you're hilarious. Appreciate you, George. Appreciate you, man. But I will speak the truth. I know we got one person concerned about the being a little R-rated, but I think I got to be R-rated tonight. Especially with a losing season like this. Appreciate you, Michael, sending some love and saying, hey, say what you feel. Walmart owns the Broncos and the Raiders are owned by Dollar Tree Davis. There you go. Dollar Tree Davis. I like it. Awesome. Hey, but I'm trying to get the Bezos. I want Bezos to own the team. Walmart versus Amazon. 1st and 10. Pistol formation. And a good completion to Trey Tucker. And he wrestles for a first down. Raiders get a first down on the first play of the drive. The drinking videos with dial up. Yeah. I'm not drinking. Dude, I don't. Only at nighttime do I do the drinking streams. I can't do that shit in the day. I don't know how those other dudes do it. Unless they're faking it. I don't know. But I can't do that in the day and then make a video. That shit's not happening. All right, 1st and 10. Here we go, man. Gino tossing it to Genty on the outside in 2-yard gain. Family sits down to watch Willie like it's 1950 and he's I Love Lucy Cody. No, that wasn't Mims from the Bulldogs. Mims from the Bulldogs, isn't he Jordan Mims, isn't he a running back? I think he's on the Titans. Or he was on the Saints for a little bit too. Okay, so 2nd and 7. I'm a little behind this thing on the screen, so unfortunately we do a no gain here. All right, dropping back. Gino pressure. Threw it up to Genty, but a little miscommunication. That would have been a first down if he would have been able to get it on Genty there. Oh, man. Silver and Bleak. That's a good one. Hey, hit the like button to support the stream. We got our highest amount of people in here, man. We're the little stream that could, you know. We haven't always had perfect attendance, but we're building it back up, trying to be a more consistent Raiders stream here. 3rd and 7. Gino with so much pressure, he's just got to throw it away, nearly intercepted. And unfortunately, the Raiders are not going to have a successful offensive drive here. And they tried to set up the screen, and it's just like miscommunication like crazy. All right, so ball snapped. Oh, bro. So they tried to set up the screen, and then Genty went to block. Oh, Mr. Wombat, he's currently in Cincinnati for a pinball tournament. Surprised at the score. They better get the damn run game going, so the Raiders are about to punt right now. I need my fantasy points. Hey, shout out to the pinball. Dude, I've been playing a shitload of pinball. Favorite pinball machine, Sopranos machine, and Family Guy machine. If you play pinball, let me know your favorite pinball machines. I barely got into it a couple years ago. Freaking love it, dude. Freaking love it. But I hope you're having a good time playing pinball, Mr. Wombat. So commercial break after the punt. Denver will have it deep inside their own territory at the 11-yard line. High attendance for the stream today or for where? This is still not high attendance for the stream. I mean, I think a lot of Raiders fans are checking out. Because usually, I would say for us, for our thing, it's probably like 500 would be considered higher than you. I think the Shador week is when it was like 5 to 6 the whole time. And then beginning of the season, it was like 1,000, obviously. But in terms of Allegiant Stadium, there's a lot of orange there. It's a lot of Broncos fans at Allegiant Stadium. Playboy Pinball. I have not played a Playboy Pinball one yet. I really like the Twilight Zone one too. That one is really good. One of my favorite machines. Woo! We'll see what's going on now, man. Doing good. Dude, week 1, when we beat the Patriots and we look like we could be a good, Genty, Brock Bowers, Dante Thornton with a long bomb. Gino, not too bad. Dude, shit was so different after week 1. I mean, it's so crazy to see how things change. And then boom, get your cheeks clapped against the Chargers. Boom, get freaking lit up by the Commanders and Mariota. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Back to the Future pinball is good, too. Missed the last 3 games. Wow. Wow. Get up and get down with this. So this is how I feel about the Raiders offense so far. Appreciate you, Michael, hanging out here, even though the Raiders season's a shit show. Dude, Jaden Daniels already, oh man, he was so dope last year. And now he's hurt. All right, so they're showing the violator. 4 minutes till halftime. All right, so Denver's got the ball, man. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line and a handoff for about 4 yards here. All right, let's see what's cracking. Denver's doing a good job winning games, but not decisively. Thank you, Timberline. Timberline's been rocking it, moderating today with all these bots. Give a shout out to him. Making it so I don't have to be glued to my phone because I can only do it on my phone for some reason. Like, get rid of the bots. All right, is Gino going to fight a fan after the game? So 2nd and 6 here. And play action, Bo Nix. Oh, hitting the flat to the receiver, Bryant. 1st down, Roberts on the tackle. You know what, dude? I'm going to go play pinball this week. And you know what? I'm going to go sober. My goal is to go play pinball, not do any freaking pot, do no freaking beer. Can I enjoy the shit sober? That's what I want to try to do on this week. Because I always end up having beers and stuff. It's like, dude, I enjoy football without beer, so why do I even do that? It's extra calories. All right, so 1st and 10. 24-yard line. And Bo Nix with a quick throw. Oh, and a first down. Dude, we had some momentum, and now it looks like it's all going down here. They got the ball to Troutman, the tight end. Troutman. Where did my cat go? Nothing is fun. Dude, we're getting old. When you're getting old, you gotta freaking... Let's see how bad my bald spot looks. How bad is my bald spot? Roller rink, dude. Yeah, rollerblading. All right, so play action. Bo Nix on first down, stepping up and actually throwing it to the running back, or Mims on the flat. Isaiah pull him out with the tackle. It's going to be about 2nd and 6. Go long. Come on, Gino. Playboy pinball when you were 5? Whoa. Drop some emojis, guys. Emojis pop on the screen. We got some beer emojis. 2nd and 6 here. They're going to hit the 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning, dude. I don't understand what the Willie and Audrey. You know what? I think if the Raiders are winning it, she'd be back on the stream. I think if we were in the playoff hunt. Oh, so if you stop using Rogaine, you will lose what it helped you keep. Oh, it sucks. All right, so we got a freaking commercial break. We got... I mean, when I was by myself on the streams last year with Antonio Pierce season, the streams were still doing numbers, so it wasn't even about Audrey. I mean, obviously it's better and you're going to get more super chats if, you know, both of us are on, it's lively, but in terms of like viewers, because I don't really care about that. I only care about viewers and how many viewers are watching. Yeah, like I feel like last year just people were way more into the season. But I think it's also because I stopped doing Raiders only content, and so some of my stuff's like for every NFL fan, not just for Raiders. So it kind of could confuse things in the you know, with doing the live. It's funny how we interact. Oh, that's funny. There's a movie about pinball. All right, commercial break still. Will I shave my head if the Raiders make the playoffs next year? I am not. Unfortunately, with how the Raiders have treated me over these, you know, how old was I? So how many years is that by now? With how the Raiders have treated me over these past 25 years, I don't owe them my hair for them making the playoffs finally. I don't owe these fucks my hair. So here we go, man. 2-minute warning, Denver. So yeah, maybe the Raiders maybe that's why I get the bald spot scar, and the Raiders made me lose my hair. All right, 2nd and 6, handoff. All right, 3-yard gain and shot out. It says Shima 86. You should wear that Josh McDuffie hat every game until we win. Here we go. A little dusty. The Josh McDuffie hat. It's a little dusty. It's a little dusty. We're gonna go ahead and do the Josh McDaniels hat. All right, right on cue. Appreciate you, man. 3rd and 1 now. Minute 20 to go. And a pitch to the outside and a first down for Denver. The McDaniel visor. We got to learn to win, bro. Learn to win. Let's freaking go. But first down for Denver, though. It's unfortunate. But I saw that coming. Mohawk. Whoa. So timeout for Denver with 1:02 left. I know McDaniels is doing well as a coordinator with New England, besides when they played us. All right, so commercial break. Shout out to everybody here, man. No score in this Bears versus Packers game. That's crazy. Cats detect stress. Yeah, my cat dipped out. Is she over here? I want to move, dude. Ooh, Steelers W. So they held on against the Ravens. There you go. 1st and 10 for Bo Nix, who's scrambling with Tyree Wilson in pursuit. He throws on the run and incomplete. 2nd and 10 to Troy Franklin, the former Oregon Duck. All right, man. We got a little bit of a shot. I mean, if they can hold on tight here, force them out of field goal range again like they did on that previous drive. Yeah, Raiders need to fix their O-line before they worry about QB, man. But I'm down to do some Raider Mendoza rumors to get some people hyped up about the season. Dropping back, Bo Nix has plenty of time, but then checks it down. Not checks it down, but short pass to the receiver. Going to be about 3rd and 3. 40 seconds to go. I need to get a Pete Carroll hat. All right, 3rd and 3. Quick throw incomplete behind Sutton. 4th and 3 now. 4th and 3. Broncos might be going for it. $25 seconds to go. 2 timeouts for each team. Fuck. Dude, I don't like how this shit spoils it for me. I mean, I'm sorry. I got to take this shit off. All right. 4th and 3. Nick steps up and throws on the drag route to the receiver. First down to Troy Franklin. Chew some gum. All right, so 1 timeout left for Denver. Oh, so Green Bay just scored with Watson, Christian Watson. Dude, I actually haven't chewed gum in a long time. I used to chew it a lot, but to me, it's unnecessary sugar. If they got some diet gums, do they got stevia gum? Under review to see if they got the first down. You can't trade Max Crosby, dude. You're not ever going to find another Max Crosby. What? YouTube's telling me to pause from a screen? What are you talking about? All right, dude. So they might rule it short of the first down. We'll see what's up. Commercial break, man. Commercial break. Let me see how my fantasy football team's doing. Let me know who you guys got in fantasy football for this game. Shout out to Super Awesome You. We're smiling through all this pain. So I actually might win my fantasy football. Joe Burrow got me 25 points. Derrick Henry got me a little bit, 11. Metcalf got me 21. Is Devontae hurt? He hasn't gotten me shit. Oh, you'll make the playoffs if you can hold on with Jinty. So if Jinty gets one freaking touchdown for you, Mr. Wombat, that's a huge difference maker. Sat Amon-Ra. Ooh, you could never sit Amon-Ra. You know they're shooting that foot up and he's good to go. Unfortunately, that's how it goes. All right, so get the likes up, man. We got a good amount of people in here. 159 likes. Playoff football streams? Maybe. I don't know, though, man. These streams aren't doing that well, so I don't know how well, like, the rest of the NFL streams would be doing. Basically, I do whatever does well. I mean, call it whatever you want, but I do whatever does well. Have I looked into the vest? Yeah. So basically, I have to take an embarrassing picture because I might be last in the fantasy football league I'm in. But I don't think I'm going to be 100% last. Hey, Texas Tech. Yeah, I'm a bandwagon. Yeah, but you can't bandwagon off of, like, even if I try to be a bandwagon streamer, it's not going to work. I'll bandwagon stream if it works. I have no shame. I have absolutely no shame. 100%. I'm trying to think I don't think I've ever done a stream if it wasn't Raiders where it did well. I think the only thing is Saints, and that's basically it was Raiders because Carr was playing. Ooh, they ruled him short of the first down, so it's a turnover on downs, and the Raiders get the football. And the Raiders hold the Broncos. 1st and 10 Raiders, no points for the Broncos on that drive. 2 timeouts. Can they get into field goal range at least? Gino with a low throw. Was it incomplete? Incomplete. Man, Gino's not throwing the ball well today, man. That's too low of a throw. Man, you know, I mean, look, I want Gino to win the job. I want him to continue being the Raiders quarterback. Next year, I want him to earn it, and I want it to be, we could spend those resources elsewhere. But so far, man, I mean, he did well in the first drive, but, you know, every once in a while he has a throw that he just should make, and it's too low, too high. And Super Awesome You sending some love to the stream. 2nd and 10 for Geno Smith and a quick completion, but shout out to Super Awesome You. Here we freaking go. Gotta send some love. Wi-Fi Raiders suck, but my son's high school team, Sutter High School, it's headed to state championship next week. Let's go, dogs, and let's go freaking Sutter High School, man. Everybody root for them heading to state championships. Appreciate you, Super Awesome You, sending some love and supporting this stream. Right freaking on. And hopefully the Raiders get the dub, man, for to have the cherry on top. Unless you want to tank. You know what? I want whatever Super Awesome You wants today. If he wants the Raiders to tank, then I want the Raiders to tank. If he wants the Raiders to win, then I want him to win. I want whatever this guy wants today. Let's freaking go. Freaking go. Appreciate you. And here we go, 3rd and 3. We'll see what happens with Geno here, but hey. And I want to know, Super Awesome You, what position is your son playing on this team? We got to know the position, man. Geno on 3rd and 3, throwing it deep and batted incomplete. All right. At least he didn't turn it over. Punt it, punt it, punt it. Punt it, punt it, punt it. Let Pickett try. I don't know, man. They game plan with Geno all week. Defensive line, he's got a D lineman his son's a D lineman. He's got to eat those calories, man. Bulk up, bulk up. All right, so Denver calls a timeout on 4th and 3. Raiders are going for it in their own territory for some reason. Oh, yeah. Back-to-back streams was crazy. I think I was kind of losing my mind. I think that's when I started losing some hair. If I'm being real. Protein over calories. I need some protein. I'm going to bake some chicken legs in a second. Or after the game, I'm going to bake some chicken legs. 4th and 3. Raiders are at midfield, and they're going for it on 4th and 3 with 1 timeout. That's a little crazy to me, but we'll see what happens. Dude, everybody's against carbs and sugar these days, huh? And the Raiders are bluffing. Delay a game. That's why, or timeout by Raiders. That's why they pay Geno the big bucks. My bad. Look, Aiden O'Connell seems like a good guy, but it's not like he's going to become the franchise QB. So, like, what are we doing? Seems like a good guy. Seems like a good competitor. Good depth. Good backup. But I don't think he's going to be, he's not going to just become the franchise QB out of nowhere, is he? You guys are all talking about diets. All right, so they're going for it. Geno and sacked instantly with 2 seconds on the clock. And if you're the Broncos, why not try to kick a field goal? And Geno's just laughing about the fact that they... Oh, so now it looks like Denver... Denver ball first down with 3 seconds left. Denver's going to try to kick probably like the longest field goal in NFL history. Right? Dude, the O-line is trash, bro. Look at how they only sent like a 4-man rush. And we got a freaking running back helping out. We got 6, and we still can't fucking block. How is this Geno's fault, dude? Like, look, Geno's not good, but what the fuck? We can't block with 6, and they are only sending 4? Like, what is he supposed to do? So they're going to Hail Mary it? They might Hail Mary. I'm cool off the ganja. I'm cool off that. I quit. Oh, I am craving. Pizza's my weakness, dude. So Hail Mary time for the Broncos. First down. Is Bo going to do it? Throws it deep. And batted incomplete. All right. Go into halftime. Halftime. Dude, I've been doing a bad job getting sleep, man. What about you guys? They're interviewing Pete Carroll right now. Dude, whenever I eat pizza, though, I feel like I got to work out instantly. Like, I always have way too much. I'm not going to say, I'm only going to have 2 slices. No, that's not going to happen. You're going to have way more. So why are Cleveland fans melting down? What happened? Did they lose? What the hell happened with freaking Cleveland? What happened with Baltimore? Oh, bad call. Oh, really bad 2-point conversion, right? Wow. So what happened with the Ravens? Something sketchy happened there. So we're at halftime right now, by the way. ADHD, Michael. Yeah, dude. I don't even know if it's ADHD. I always just feel warm at night. I could try to make it cold. I always just feel warm. Oh, clear PI. Oh, this was supposed to be a touchdown. Whoa. Did he not maintain possession though, dude? All right, dude. Everybody wants to complain about the refs, but sometimes, dude, you got to maintain possession. And sometimes I'm kind of like, all right, well. Oh, shit. I'm getting gappy right here. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Oh, dude. I think I'm just more transparent. I think my hair is not that bad. I'm just transparent about it. That was a TD. Possession in 3 steps. Dude, I don't like when you slow it down like that. When you slow it down like that, yeah, it's going to look like a catch. I want to see how it looked in real time. Because you got to go with your gut instinct as a ref. All right, all right. Beats are playing, bro. Shout out to everybody hanging out. Let's get some more music going. So they had the streamer awards today. Dude, some of these streamers, bro, like a lot of them are like view botting and stuff. So I don't even think they deserve awards. There's only a few streamers who I feel like have legit views. And we pretty much know for sure there's been some big time view botting. So what happened, dude? I love me some Karen vid. What's going on here, man? Let's see what's up. Let's see what's up.
2-yard touchdown run. Rams on top 17-10.
Let me see if I can find the I love a Karen vid. Oh, okay. It's gonna be all screwed up. All right, never mind. Woo! All right, I can't play that. That one's really wild, so I can't play that one. It's so wild, I can't even play it. We need some uplifting music. Oh, do not be, dude. I am not about that. I am not about that in need. That is way too cheesy for me. I am not about that. You're into that? I mean, I know why you're into that, but to me, it's just too. It's a little too cheesy, a little too corny. Send go. Up 40K. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, in Momler. Yeah. Bald is beautiful. Maybe bald is beautiful. I would. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yo, Gino's not making the coaching decisions, man. Don't blame him. So it looks like the Rams kind of hanging in there against the Cardinals are hanging in there against the Rams. Let me see what else is happening. Oh, so a woman went off on this Somalis on the during her job. Dude, Achilles injuries are crazy. Baltimore in the hunt, Chiefs in the hunt. Did you ever think you'd see that? Baltimore and the Chiefs in the hunt? Dude, you got to listen to the coach. You can't just make up your own shit. Oh, wow. They're making fun of Geno. Oh, man. My stomach's starting to hurt, though, man. Too much coffee. And shout out to freaking Barstow Walker getting us lit this freaking stream. I just want to see the Raiders make the playoffs before I die. At this rate, my son will be celebrating for me. It will take decades to make us a threat again. Plus, the league doesn't care about this team. And look, I don't like being the Vegas team, because I do think that's true, where it's like the league's making money off the team, the owner's making money off the team, regardless if they have success on the field. I think that's obviously going to be an impediment to people caring about it, building a contender. I know what you're saying there. And look, I mean, I think they're going to make the playoffs before you. Look, they've made the playoffs twice in the past 10 years, and I know that sounds shitty, but it's better than most teams. Let me see. Is it really? Now I want to double check. Has an NFL team made the playoffs less than twice in the past 10 years? Who's gone less than twice in the past 10 years? Probably the Panthers, right? Several teams have made the playoffs. Ooh. Twice. Okay. The Jets have not reached the postseason in the past 14 years. Panthers only once in 2017. Falcons only once in 2017. Browns are tied with the Raiders. Browns have only done 2020 in the past 10 years. So not too bad, dude. We're not as bad as the Falcons, not as bad as the Browns, not as bad as the Panthers, not as bad as the Jets. So we got 4 teams doing worse than the Raiders in the past 10 years. There we go. We still got it, Barstow. We're not the shittiest in the world. Damn near close, but not the shittiest in the world. Not last. Yay. But dude, I think we'll make the playoffs once in the next 2 to 3 years. I believe so. And that's as optimistic as I can get right now. We them boys. Yeah, the Browns were hot when they had Baker Mayfield for a little bit. Carolina went the Cam Newton era. And then Atlanta when Matt Ryan was doing well. That's when they had their little sparks. But I think we'll get it, dude. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Will Barstow see the Raiders make the playoffs before he goes to heaven? What do you guys think? I think so. Look, we could turn it. Did you see that? Look, we could turn it around next year. Now I'm starting to sound like I work for the Raiders. They don't pay me a dime. But now I'm starting to sound like I work for the Raiders. We could turn it around next year. I'm starting to sound like JT the Brick. We could turn it around next year if we just get the right line, front 7, and I think we need one receiver other than Bowers. We just need one other guy who is somewhat of a threat. No commentator defends our team anymore. I'm pretty sure. I think they turned on him quick. I think the fans get too heated at the commenters, like the radio guys, when they defend him too much, because I think they blew their load by defending the Josh McDaniels era too much. And now they're trying to be like, oh, trust me, I'm going to be a hard ass on the team. So they're kind of not being too nice. I know what you're saying, Barstow. I feel the same way. Because during the McDaniels era, they were slobbing on McD's nuts the whole time. And then now they got to kind of not defend the regime too much, especially when they're getting their ass whooped. Yo, Coach AP, maybe I was wrong about AP. Bring his ass and his bankruptcy filing, bring that shit back to the Raiders. Bring those Air Force Ones back to the Raiders. Maybe AP had something going. Has he unblocked me yet? Let's see. Because I've said nice things about him on my videos. So apparently, look, when Antonio Pierce blocked me, at least that meant that he watches the videos, because I do not post on Twitter. So it couldn't have been something I do on Twitter. I literally just don't have enough time to do Twitter. And I'm still blocked. I am still blocked. Oh, what did I do? What did I do, bro? What did I do? I don't know. Maybe I was being too hard. Who knows? 2 years ago, yeah, we always say we could turn it around. I think you know who I wish would have gotten a shot? Hugh Jackson. I mean, I always go back to Hugh Jackson. I really wish he would have gotten a fair shot after that 2011 season. One more year, just one more freaking year. Make a video. I am not gonna give that dude that satisfaction. Hell no. Dude, he might whoop my ass. I actually better watch out. He could obviously he could whoop my ass. So I better watch out if I'm around AP. I think he's still like 250 pounds, and it's, you know, he's eating more than he's lifting weights now, but he's still a former linebacker. We'll see what's happening, man. The game's about to come back on right now. Raiders get the football. Raider football, bro. We got this. Barstow's got my back. He's got my back. Dude, how hilarious would it be? Raiders YouTuber is just gotten jumped in Vegas by the former head coach. Breaking news. TMZ first on the coverage. All right, so here we go, man. They're talking about Raiders getting the ball. They're talking about the pros and cons. Oh, I have no fear. Dude, I'll take an ass beating like a champ if I have to. I do not think it would be worth the views. I would get views for like a week, and then I think it'd just be medical bills after that. Hey, at least I'd get a lawsuit. So if I ever got beat up by a former coach or a player, jumped by a former coach or player, at least I'll get some settlement money. That's the best I could hope for. All right, so return to the 33-yard line. Wi-Fi was found inside of a 6'4" Impala. Oh my God. So here we go, man. All joking around. None of that's happening. We're just having some fun joking around. But game's back on. Positive vibes. And we're moving forward with Geno Smith on first down. Let's see what he can do here. Hand off to Genty to start the drive. No gain, though. And somebody said they're anticipating a 3-and-out. Obviously, that would not be surprising at this point. Oof. The Rams are laying an ass whooping on the Cardinals. So second down for the Raiders now. Let's see what's cracking, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat coming back from halftime. All right, another handoff. Sticking with the run game and going nowhere. 3rd and 9 now. What a shit show. Man, I feel bad for Genty, but man, hope at least we got him and Bowers in place for a couple more years. Obviously, Genty probably 3 to 4. We got to keep these guys though, man. We got young skill position players. All right, 3rd and 8. Can Geno capitalize? Dropping back. Gino, pressure, get rid of it, and he overthrows. Too much pressure behind him, and a 3-and-out, of course. And Gino's slow to get up. Gino looked like he peeled the skin of his ring finger or maybe dislocated it slightly. Let me take a look at this. Let me check out this dude's finger. Oh, shit. Let me see what this looks like. Because, he's looking at his finger right after. The announcers aren't talking about it, but I saw Gino looking at his finger. I mean, I think they need an excuse to put in Kenny Pickett to see if it looks different. I do think there's that. Like, at this point, we might as well see, like, if the offense is going to operate better with somebody else at QB. Just for a little bit. Just for, like, a couple drives. I want Gino to win the job for next year. I think good punt by AJ Cole, though. They're pinned inside the 10. Oh, yeah. He's wincing on that pain. Let me see what's going on here. Oof. Somebody fell on his finger. They're not really showing it. I mean, I want the dude to win the job, but I think they gotta at least see if the offense is gonna operate better with another quarterback. We have to ponder if it does. Yeah, I mean, you don't want to like ruin morale with the team and make your captain not seem like your captain anymore. So I understand why they're not going to just freaking bench Geno Smith. Like it's too awkward. It's too awkward. I mean, that's why they didn't bench Jimmy Garoppolo in the Josh McDaniels era. You don't want to make things awkward ever. Oh wow, Achilles injury for the Browns center. ACL for Zach Ertz. Mike McDonald, Seahawks coach with 10 wins back to back. All right, so here we go. Talk about commercials are making me hungry as fuck. Gino ain't going out like that. He's writing back, bro. Yeah, you don't want to ask tough questions at a press conference. It's going to piss off the coaches. Then you're not going to get an interview. You don't want them to get too heated. Oh. Wow. Cam Ward. So Shador had a better game than Cam Ward, but the Browns lost. Wow. That's going to be the story. Dude, we don't need to fire anybody. You know what? If you're going to fire somebody, just wait till the end of the year. There's no point in firing anybody right now. I'm not trying. Oh, Gino's in pain. Gino with the medical attention. Oh, he's warming up, though. So here we go. Bo Nix, 1st and 10 at the 9-yard line. Going to throw to the right. Quick throw to Sutton, who makes a move, but only gains about 4 to 5 yards. I think Gino just like scraped it. Oh, Kenny Pickett's warming up. Hey, Kenny Pickett's warming up. Dude, honestly, dude, call me stupid. I can't tank. I just know how many young kids out there bought tickets to their first Raiders game in Allegiant Stadium. And do I want them to watch the Raiders lose? I'm never the tank guy. I'm never that. 2nd and 4. Bo Nix dropping back to throw, checks it down to the fullback. I like that play call by Sean Payton, a 1st down for the Broncos. So I'm never going to be, even if it's stupid and it's the smartest thing ever in the world to tank, I can't do it. I just can't do it. And I see people who are into that, and I'm just like, dude, this isn't a video game. This is real life. You got to build morale. You gotta get the fans into it. Yeah, I'm just not into it. Yeah. I mean, you could always trade up. If you really want to get the top pick, you can always trade up. 1st and 10 and a handoff, 3 to 4 yard gain here. So 2nd and 6. I mean, yeah. I mean, the Raiders don't really have to tank. I mean, they're just getting their ass whooped. So we could be trying our best right now, and it's not really going to make a huge difference other than intentionally tanking. I mean, no team ever really tanks. I'm trying to think the last time a team straight up tanked, where it was like really obvious. All right, here we go, man. 2nd and 6. We'll see if the Raiders can get a stop here, and they're going to send 4. No blitz, disguise, and Bo Nix throwing on the run wide open to Bryant. I felt like McDaniels was tanking, but he also wanted to sneak a couple wins in there to show that he could do it without Carr. So it's kind of a mixed bag. Yeah, dude, there's going to be a lot of guys who are on the team next year. Miller's going to be on the team next year. Bowers, Genty, obviously going to be on the team next year. Glaze is still going to be on the team next year. Darian Porter, the corner. Jeremy Chin, the safety. 1st and 10 for the Broncos, though. Fresh set of downs and a handoff. And 7-yard gain. 2nd and 3 now. Flag, though. Polamalu is going to be on the team next year. Holding against the Broncos, that's going to be 1st and 20 now. On McGlinchey, the former Niner tackle. Oh, yeah. First year of Gruden, they were 100% tanking because they just, like, started some of the worst players. Pretty much when they traded Cooper, they were tanking. Bring AP back. I don't know. You know what? Why don't we, like, if we're gonna move on from Carroll, why not let Patrick Graham be the head coach? I've never understood why not. 1st and 20, hitting the flat to Ingram. So 2nd and 17. Raiders are gonna have a shot here. Just got to hold on, set up nicely. 2nd and long for the Broncos. Look, I have the most unpopular opinion. I don't care. I want the Raiders to be in a situation where we keep Pete Carroll and Geno Smith. That like, call me stupid. I don't care. I think that would be the best thing for the team, especially if we sneak out a couple wins towards the end of the year. 2nd and 18. Bo Nix checks it down, and Jamal Adams with a wrap up. A flag though. Hopefully no face mask here. Are you fucking kidding me? So Jamal Adams face masked. It was going to be 3rd and 18, but now it's a 1st down for the Broncos. Wow. And this is one of Pete Carroll's guys? One of Pete Carroll's guys was getting the freaking face mask? Could have been 3rd and 18. Oh my God. That was egregious. That was an egregious face mask. Wow. All right. So we got our ass. 1st down Broncos, dude. Watch me flip and just want to fire everybody in like 2 minutes after saying all that shit. I used to have kind of reflective glasses when I look in the certain way. Geno's finger is still bleeding right now. Uh-oh. Can we see Kenny Pickett? Dude, we cannot tackle, dude. That is so true. 1st and 10. Handoff. McLaughlin with a great... Dude, we cannot tackle a 1st down for the Broncos. Lonnie Johnson Jr. I mean, our safeties are having to make the tackles because the front 7 can't do shit. Oh, dude, Jamal Adams. What kind of pursuit is that, bro? Can we get some linebackers who want to play? Can we get some linebackers who can read where the gaps are and know to plug it? Straight up? All right, so 1st and 10. They're in Raiders territory at the 41, and now another handoff. Why not? And here you go, Landon Roberts stuffing them 2nd and 10 now. Oh, thirstier than a mug right now. Thirstier than a mug. And there you go, Landon Roberts with a good play. What, Stafford going off? Somebody was talking about the other game. 2nd and 10 right now. Bo Nix dropping back, has time, is going to just check it down to the back. Yard short, RJ Harvey getting a lot of play today on the checkdowns. Oh, yeah, that punt return was a disaster. Yeah, dude, I know what you're saying, where I feel a little like kind of, I feel indifferent. Like, I'm still watching all the games, obviously, and I hope the Raiders win once. Oh, handoff, though, on 3rd and 1 to the fullback, and they give up about a freaking 15-yard gain on 3rd and 1, bro. Our defense is trash right now. Adam Prentice, the former Saint. All the former Saints go over to Denver. They just give them all their players. It's so weird. Horrible. Dude, no effort from even Crosby. Dude, we have no effort. We have no effort. Can't tackle. Dude, it's like they want them to score. This is embarrassing, dude. 1st and 10. But I don't blame them, though. The offense hasn't been doing shit. So, I mean, I don't blame the defense for laying an egg. Bo Nix throwing on the run. And 2-yard gain. Broncos are looking to score right now. Yeah, they keep bumping rather than wrapping up. I don't see them wrapping up. And at least just momentarily trying to get some forward progress and get the whistle blown. They keep bumping to tackle. Devin White's good. Yeah, Devin White's good. I feel like he struggles to run, though. What's the money? Are you looking for the money line, Barstow? So a screenplay. Oh, and this receiver for the Broncos on the screen, he got a 4-yard gain, but he got smashed by Adam Butler. Hey, third down. So, hey, prove us wrong, man. Prove the fans wrong. Show that you want to win it, bro. Let's freaking go. Come on. Patrick Graham calling some plays. You got the fans getting excited. Kenny Pickett and Geno talking on the sideline. Come on, man. Do it for the fans. 3rd and 3. Bo Nix dropping back. Checks it down to RJ Harvey, the running back. And the running back gets the 1st down. Oh, bro. I can't watch them go up 21-7 like this. At least it's not the 4th quarter yet. Oh, bro. Oh, all right. Dude, Jeremy Chinn's been doing a good job this year, but then he couldn't wrap up against RJ Harvey on that check down. We got I think just the morale's down. That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, even going into next year, we need to prove that we could beat a good team to get morale for next year. A handoff, and Harvey gets a touchdown. Touchdown Broncos. Handoff up the middle, touchdown Broncos. And Geno Smith getting a massage right now from the trainer. That looked a little freaky to me. Did you guys see that? Geno getting worked on by the trainer right now. Just don't get the Deshaun Watson special. Aiden O'Connell's not going in. Are you serious? I thought Kenny Pickett was warming up. Look, let's put together a good drive, dude. To me, it's not about the wins. It's not about the wins, bro. It's about the effort. And that sounds so sad as a fan of a team to have to say that at this point, but it's not about the wins. I just want to see some effort. And I want to just see some points. And I want to see some positive plays. I don't even care about I'm over it. I'm over the wins. I've lost all hope. Can we just have good effort? Good effort. Sustain a drive. Can we have a 9-play drive? Not a 3 and out. Just give me a 9-play drive. Give me 2 first downs. At this point, I would suck 1,000 dicks for 2 first downs for the Raiders right now. Oh, dude, we're cooked. Like I thought last year was rock bottom. It somehow got worse. Somehow got worse. No, I knew I shouldn't have said that shit because now people are gonna hella make fun of me. I'm trying to go for the laughs, and then I'm the one who's gonna get roasted. No, not the eggplant emojis. Woo! Oh shit. Yeah, I'm surprised. I am surprised we have won a game, but you know what, dude? It's really looking like we might not win a game for the rest of the year. The Giants are the easiest team we got coming up. And I don't know if it's happening. No. You guys quit adding details to what I said, dude. Dude, don't see, we got people who are dipping out on the team. Don't dip out on the Raiders. Oh shit, dude. Now we got all this. What did I start, dude? What did I freaking start? Oh, I'm turning the light on now. We need to brighten up. We need to brighten up. We need to brighten up a little bit. Dude, the emojis are super delayed. Oh, I think it doesn't let people repeat as much. Did I make it where I banned eggplants? No, I didn't. Let me see. I'm going to try to drop my own and see if it goes. Oh, no, it still works. Yeah, test. Oh, yeah, it's working. It's just glitchy. No, oh my God. Now my wife's making fun of me in the chat. That's great. Great. Chandler Jones, baby. Get his ass on the team. We need somebody. Chandler Jones would not have let them run that touchdown in like that. No way. Not Jones. Hey, kicked out of bounds, dude. So kicked out of bounds and Geno Smith takes the field. Good field position for the Raiders. You got to capitalize. 40-yard line, man. Let's go. We did not write back, though. Let's go. Oh, man. Geno. So he had a bloody finger. The skin got peeled on the finger. Woo! G nasty. All right, here we go, man. Geno dropping back. Quick throw to Bowers. Finally, where's Bowers been at? And a completion for a first down. Let's go. Let's dude, they need to go have some tempo. Let's get some tempo going. All right, it's getting cold up in here. I got my sweater. I'll get my sweater later. Yeah, dude, can we get dude, Bowers has been quiet like the whole game. So we got one first down. I got one of my first downs. And then a play action, Geno throws it away, trying to do a screen to Bowers, incomplete. Any flag? 2nd and 10 now. Bro, some Raiders fans look like they're leaving. First down. Woo! First down. We going Super Bowl. Well, he threw it away. So he threw it away on that first down play. So 2nd and 10 now. They tried to set up the screen and he just threw it away. So that's fine. I'm cool with that. So 2nd and 10. Play action now. And he's going to air it to a 9-yarder completion to lock it. I thought he was going to go deeper, but he ended up only going 9 yards. 3rd and 1 now. Dude, come on, Greg Olsen. This is your shot. Freaking shock the world and put together a couple scoring drives to close this bitch out. Come on, man. 39-yard line. Gino in the shotgun, trips right. We'll see what's going on here. 4-man rush. He steps up, gets rid of it, and a completion, but a drop by Trey Tucker. It was slightly behind Trey Tucker, but a drop nonetheless. The young wide receiver should have caught that shit, man. Bro, it doesn't get much easier than that. Oh, a little behind. Gino threw it behind him, though, dude. Gino's got to put that on the money. That maybe goes for 6 if Gino puts that on the money. They got to go for it. 4th and 2. The Raiders are going for it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Broncos territory, 39-yard line. Brock Bowers in the game. Genty stepping up to protect. Raiders get the ball off. They're blitzing, and Gino scrambles to the right, throws on the run, and a completion to Jack Besh, the 2nd-round pick. Get him some reps so we could fucking build for the future. Why is Besh barely in the game all the time? Glad he got the catch in a big conversion for the Raiders for a first down. Hey, better than what I thought was going to happen. Gino. All right, 2 first downs on this drive, dude. I think I got my wish. 22-yard line in the red zone. Gino to throw on first down. Going to run it himself. And he gets a 4-yarder. And we need Gino to do a little more of that more often. I thought we'd see more of that this year. Gino was able to move a little bit. Okay, man. A lot of pressure on Greg Olsen and Gino. Oh, I shouldn't have said that shit. 2nd and 6. Gino with a quick throw to Besh. Does he reel it in? And he does. Can we get Besh the football more? Dude, this guy's looked clutch. He's looked clutch these past two catches. Dude, Besh was supposed to be the new Renfro, but then we never got him the football. And now, and he's bigger than Renfro, so he's got more size. And is he okay? He's in the slot. They got Besh in the slot. Bowers lined up at wide receiver at the top. 3rd and 1 at the 12-yard line of the Broncos. They're knocking on the door and they're going to hand it off to Genty, and Genty goes up the middle and gets a first down. I like that. Final minute of the 3rd. I think we need to up the tempo and try to punch this in, dude. I thought Renfro kind of got on the bench, though. He's not still playing, is he? All right, 26 seconds to go. 1st and goal. Oh, so he's still on the Panthers. All right. 1st and goal, 10-yard line. They're blitzing. Gino, get rid of it. Get rid of it. He scrambles to the right, and Gino's just going to throw it away. Nothing there. 7 seconds. Saving a little bit of time. Let's see if this defense could step up, too, for the Raiders. If the Raiders are able to finish the job and punch it in. And honestly, dude, I mean, I don't care about the tank, dude. I want them to win this game. They got to They got to do it psychologically. They need it for their psyche, dude. They can't just be. They can't freaking only win 2 games this year. It's going to be totally fucked for next year if they do. In my opinion. Okay, 7 seconds to go. 2nd and goal. And play action, some pressure, but Gino has time now. Scrambles to the right. Throws on the run, and Bowers reels it in, but only about a 2-yard gain. Geno got whacked as he threw, and now we're into the fourth quarter. Dude, Ryan Switzer was badass. I don't know why he never worked out with the Steelers. Oh, dude, that should have been a freaking PI. Bowers is getting held like, no, it's kind of timed right. Yeah, nobody seems open though, man. Decent blocking, picking up that blitz. Not gonna lie, little better than what's been going on so far. Let me see what else is happening around the NFL. Packers look like they're gonna beat the Bears as of right now. A lot of injuries today. Commercial break. Yeah, Bowers is making some pretty ridiculous catches lately. So we'll see what is happening, man. The Mendoza hype's building online. Everybody wants the Mendoza to happen, but I don't know about that, man. Is one QB going to solve everything? I mean, you got that cheap rookie contract. You always got to like that. But I don't know if one QB is going to solve everything. We'll see what's going down. Thanks for subscribing. Yeah, it is safe to get a Bowers jersey. If they trade Bowers, I might take a year off. Better not. Better not. College football playoffs gonna be exciting next week. Dude, we are not getting Pickett's not going to see the field. Pete Carroll will do anything to keep Geno Smith as a starter, dude. Got to keep the morale. I mean, I get it. I'm with it. So here we go. Oh, Geno is pulled off the field. Why is Geno pulled off the field? Oh, because he got hit. Pickett on 3rd and goal. The fuck? Pickett to throw. And a completion to Besh. 4th and goal now at the 5. Whoa. Why is Geno going to the locker room, though? What happened? Bro, what happened? He got hit as he's throwing on that 2nd down play. His hand's fine. So what injury was it? 4th and goal for Kenny Pickett. Here we go, bro. Can he shock the world? We're down 14, bro. We need to score. Dropping back, Pickett. Pressure. Scrambles, throws on the run, and too high. Incomplete. Intended for Bowers. Turnover on downs. That was disappointing. Honestly, dude, I feel like at that point you call a timeout and you try to figure out what's going on with Geno and you try to get him back on the field, man. Oh, bro. Oh, man. Oh, man. That's fucked up. Yeah, call a timeout and regroup and see what's going on with Geno, because even if you think Pickett might be good, it's just like, dude, you gotta. He hasn't been in part of the game plan. He hasn't been getting reps all week. We got to see what's happening. So turnover on downs, man. Broncos football. 4th and goal. Pickett trying his best for filling in last minute, and it just didn't work, man. Oh, man. They want to go. Yeah, maybe they want to just say, hey, we're done. Woo. Gino or Pickett? Who you rooting for? Yeah, man. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think that was a good idea. They're probably going to lead Pickett in, though. People want Pickett in. Not going to let the Raiders. Don't let the Raiders ruin your life, dude. Don't worry. We're going to make the comeback, man. All right, so we got the primetime game cracking tonight. Chiefs versus Texans. Who you guys got? Who you got? All right, here we go. Kenny Pickett with the clipboard. Looks like he's going to be playing the rest of the game. Five-yard line. Could the Raiders defense do something special, or are they going to just lay over? We'll see. First down for the Broncos at the 5. And a handoff, of course, predictable, in a 4-yard gain for the Broncos. Gino in the locker room. Ooh, right shoulder injury. Yeah, he landed hard on that shoulder. So he hurt his throwing shoulder. That's why he can't throw. That's why he had to be taken out. Ah, bro. All right, Kenny Pickett, man. Now's your chance. You've been in the league for 4 years. Gonna be tough to ever get an opportunity in the NFL again. Now you got a window. Can you do something interesting? Now, Bo Nix with a quick throw. First down, Denver on a slant play. They got out of that rough field position. Now they're at their own 20. Yeah, man, his shoulder, that was a big. He landed hard on that. Oh, here we go. Dude, I'm craving some ramen right now. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. And shout out to Joshua Hughes. Play action, Bo Nix with the throw to Troutman outside, 5-yard gain. Fire Pete after this game. Shut down Crosby and have the number 1 overall pick. Dude, I don't think that's happening. I don't think it should happen. I think we got to keep getting. I think we don't have a good team. We got to keep getting better on offense. I think we got to build more momentum and morale into next year. We got to win at least 1 game. And look, we might win 1 or 2 games and still get a top 3 pick. But I think you got to build morale. You got to build morale. I understand wanting to get the number 1 overall pick. I don't think it's going to solve everything for you. So I got the opposite mindset, but this is how a lot of people feel. Shout out to Josh. 2nd and 5 for Denver, dropping back. Bo Nix. And a wide open Sutton. And the Raiders won't have to tank because they might go down 3 touchdowns based on how the Broncos are moving the football here. Yeah, Crosby, I don't know. Yeah. Look, he signed that contract. So it's up to him. It's kind of on him. This is a shit show, dude. Bo Nix, play action, scrambling. Rolling to the right and just going to slide and get no gain. Second and 10. Fire? What do you guys say? Fire? Fire or keep? Chat, fire or keep? I'm saying keep, Pete. Second and 10. Pitch to the outside. And RJ Harvey makes a move. Flag on the play. We'll see if it's a holding on the Broncos. If not, it's going to be 3rd and 5. Against Denver. All right, flag. Oh, now they're saying it's holding on the defense. Automatic first down for the Broncos. This keeps getting worse, dude. Keeps getting worse somehow. First and 10. And play action. Bo Nix pressured, but is able to get the ball off. 5-yard gain. 2nd and 5, and the clock keeps running, man. This is bad. Bears and Packers game's getting close, though. Appreciate you, Joshua. Yeah, dude, I am the big. I have become the optimist. It's quite insane. 2nd and 4, and Bo Nix is going deep on 2nd and 4, incomplete, nearly intercepted, and now 3rd and 4. Great play by Darian Porter, man. Did Devontae get a touchdown today? Devontae. I need to see what's up with Devontae. Third and 4. Blitzed by the Raiders, and Bo Nix a quick throw on 3rd and 4, and it's wide open on an out route to Cortland Sutton and a first down. So we had a little bit of hope, and then it's all down the shitter quickly. But Cortland Sutton, man, he's better than any wide receiver we got. Eric Stokes was in on the coverage, going one-on-one against Sutton. Oh, man. Jacoby Myers is doing good. Let me see if Devontae scored. Timeout by Denver. Is somebody hurt? No, they're just taking a breather. Timeout Denver. Yeah, no touchdown for Devontae today. I'm not relying on anybody on the Raiders having a breakout year next year. I'm not relying on that. But a neck and neck NFC North matchup between the Packers and the Bears, man. Caleb Williams and the Bears doing really well this year. Really impressed by Caleb Williams. You know, a lot of people made fun of him. I'm sure I made fun of him too. The nail polish, being pretentious. I mean, he was the Shador before Shador. Super pretentious, thought he was better than everybody, then ended up having a shitty rookie year. I hope he fall. Yeah. Caleb Williams, baby. So despite the nail polish, would you be all in on Caleb Williams or what? Would you want him as your QB? Yeah, man, I don't want to go shirtless, but I might have to take off this Raiders shirt. Wow, torn Achilles for freaking Daniel Jones. That sucks. That's crazy. And shout out to Michael boosting morale for this stream. Hell freaking yeah. Here we freaking go. Here's a little something to go towards pizza for later tonight. You deserve it for sitting through this garbage every week. We love it. Appreciate you. Really appreciate you, Michael. And we love you, man. Right on. Getting this stream pumped up. Even though we are headed towards a Raiders disaster and a Raiders L. I appreciate you guys supporting the stream and us staying strong here, watching this shit show and watching this train wreck in real time. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Oh, man. Michael, morale boost. Don't worry, man. I'm not going to do what I said I was going to do earlier for a couple Raiders first downs. Not anymore. Not anymore. Pitch to the outside for the Broncos. Oh, man. And like almost an 8-yard gain for the Broncos. I feel like I got to do something, man. I at least got to give the guy 5. I got to do 5 squats here. At least 5 squats. I'm definitely doing combination pizza. Sausage, olives, salami if they got it, or just pepperoni, and sprinkle some mushrooms and bell pepper on there. We know you want sausage. Wow. So now my wife is calling me gay in the chat. Isn't that great? Because I made the joke about the freaking sucking eggplants for a Raiders first down, and now look what's happening. 2nd and 2 for the Broncos, and handoff to the fullback. First down. And all meat pizza. Yeah, actually, Michael, the number one topping I'm going to get on my pizza is definitely going to be eggplant, not sliced. Ooh, anchovies, though, on a serious note, fuck yeah. On a serious note. I did say 1,000. Oh, my God. Well, we only got like 2 first downs, right? We didn't get a touchdown. All right, so first down for the Broncos. And Bo Nix on the run, getting a 9-yard gain. At least knock the Chiefs out of the playoffs, Broncos. If you're going to whoop the Raiders' ass today by like 3 touchdowns, you better be the fucking ones to knock the Chiefs out of the playoffs. If the Broncos are at least going to freaking do that, whoop our ass today, you better be the ones to take out the Chiefs. We got to get something out of this, Denver fans. Anybody but the Chiefs. Although I do think if the Chiefs win it already, maybe Andy Reid and Pat Mahomes retire early. I would love that. I would love that. 2nd and 4. And a handoff up top. Ooh, tackled short. 3rd and 1 now. Can we pray for a stop on 3rd and 1 and then a blocked field goal? And then could this be a competitive game? It's bad when people are freaking talking more about the cheerleaders than the freaking actual game. Okay, 3rd and 2. Even better. Denver under center. Oh, and a QB sneak. Did he get the first down? I think it's going to be short, like 4th and inches. Oh, bro, did he get it? Oh, my God. Denver has double the time of possession than the Raiders. I also want to see Kenny Pickett get a drive, get an opportunity. 4th and inches, they're going for it. 4th and 2. 4th and 2. We can at least make this game competitive. Come on, bro. It's 3-1. It's 3-1. 3-1. Oh, timeout by the Broncos. Oh, they moved the Raider game over there. All right, so weird ass break. So I think the other games. Who's playing next week? So Bills versus Patriots next week. That'll be a good one. Ravens versus Bengals will be a good one. Huh. You guys ready for next week? You know who the Raiders are playing next week, right? Are you guys ready? The freaking Eagles. Sounds great. Hey, the Eagles will be on a short week, so maybe the Raiders could beat the Eagles next week, huh? Clown right here. Yeah. Denver seems like they're sort of just trying to doing like time of possession. Oh, we gotta play the Eagles next week, bro. Oh. All right, so 4th and 1. Here we go. And a handoff up the middle, and they get the first down. That. Woo. Hey. Are we now and dude, the Chargers ran the clock up against us last week. So so we're tied with the Giants and the Titans. Oh shit. All right, another handoff. 2nd and 7 now. So right now we got the 3rd overall pick in the draft. Could get number 1. Yeah, that Zach Ertz injury was tough. Yeah, Raiders look like a sleeper team, like the new Commanders after week 1, and now they're just a joke. I thought they were going to have like a Dan Quinn, type of turnaround. And shout out to Alexander Dirty. All right, so on 2nd and 8, Bo Nix throws it to the fullback out of bounds. Going to be about like 3rd and 3. This shit's aggravating. I know these teams look at us like a bye. I hope to fire this coaching staff. I know people don't like Gruden, but at least he was passionate and gave a shit. I'm all on the John Gruden hype train. I just don't think Tom Brady will allow it. And we know that Tom Brady's running the team. And we know Roger Goodell allegedly forced Gruden out. Can't sue me on that one. And I just don't think it's going to happen. I think Gruden's more likely to go to the Giants or the Dolphins than the Raiders next year. Would love to have Gruden back, though. Appreciate you, A Dirty. 3rd and 3 for the Broncos. And too high. Now 4th and 3. Broncos are probably going to kick the field goal. But, I don't like the fact that Brady apparently signed off on the coordinator. I think that was a really bad decision getting Chip Kelly, obviously. But I don't want to just dump the whole coaching staff and then just try to figure it out next year. I think it's going to be tough. But we've seen some success stories. The Jags did it with Liam Cohen. Commanders did it with Dan Quinn, like we mentioned earlier. Not sure other quick turnarounds like that though. Dable, I guess, in his first year with the Giants, it was a quick turnaround, and then it went to shit. Barstow Walker, Raiders versus Raiders versus Eagles is like Batman versus Bane. They are going to break us, and I think he might be right. I don't know if I'm gonna want to. That's gonna be a hard game to watch. If facing the Broncos and the Chargers was tough for the Raiders, imagine how shitty it's going to be with the Eagles. So 10 a.m., at least we knock it out early. If you're a West Coaster, 10 a.m. time. So you take your ass beaten early in the morning, then you move on with your day. You have your breakfast, watch your ass beaten, then you move on, man. So the field goal is good for the Broncos. 3 scores in 4 minutes. Oh, let's just see how Kenny Pickett does. Can he put together a touchdown drive in garbage time? Son of a bitch. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see if Chip Kelly gets another opportunity somewhere and has success. Then it's going to make the Raiders look bad in terms of offensive coordinator. Yeah, I don't think Pete Carroll had the guys wanting to run through a wall for him. I mean, Gruden obviously knows how to do that. I think Liam Cohen was able to do that this year. Dan Quinn obviously last year. I think Ben Johnson was able to have a big impact. Really pumped up. We didn't know he had that kind of side to him. We thought he was kind of more of a nerd dude. But Ben Johnson has really great energy in the locker room. You see him shirtless out there with the guys. So Pete Carroll, though, I mean, I think Pete Carroll's a little played out. Kind of like Belichick. It's just played out. It's played out. Yeah. Hey, remember that opening drive? That was a pretty good opening drive in this game. Best watch party in Vegas? Shoo. I don't know, man. You guys give your recommendations for a good watch party in Vegas. I would do anyone that's outdoors. I mean, I like being outdoors, and Vegas is probably one of the few places in December where it's not too cold. But man, week 1 and that first offensive drive today, those feel like ages ago. Yeah, man, young coach. Man, then maybe it's worth it to get rid of Pete Carroll. I mean, clearly they weren't competitive today. I think at this point you do. Early in the game, I was willing to say, hey, let's run it back, but it's just really gone off the rails in this game, and it just seems like it'd be a big stretch to expect it to get better next year. I think the Pete Carroll shtick that he does just doesn't land with players today. And that's part of the argument where you got to have some of these younger coaches. They know how to connect to the younger guys in different ways. They're just closer in a generation. And Pete Carroll is the oldest coach in the history of the NFL. He's not going to connect with the younger generation. Straight up. What, you guys want Derek Carr as head coach still? He moved to Fresno. He's not even in Vegas. Derek Carr is offensive. Okay. Keep Pete Carroll if Derek Carr is offensive coordinator. Then you keep Pete Carroll. But I don't think Geno Smith would like an offensive coordinator who's like pretty much the same age. Hey, the Sacramento Raiders would be dope. They would have hella fans out there. So here we go. We'll get the Kenny Pickett drive to close out this game to see what's going on. Brian Dable as head coach, dude. I don't think they should have gotten rid of him. I think he had a lot of bad luck. So don't sleep on Brian Dable as head coach, dude. Good coordinator, good offensive mind. He's got a hot temper. But I would trust him to develop a young QB, and I thought he was doing well with Jackson Dart. Yeah, the Pete Carroll media thing in the offseason was cheesy. I thought it was too cheesy. Oh, he's got a basketball hoop in the locker room. That's going to fucking save the season. Shout out to Rami, QB, then O-line, or O-line, then QB in the draft. I think you got to go veteran with O-line. You got to go veteran with O-line because I think nowadays first round pick O-lineman, it's just very rare that it works out immediately. Year one, we saw Joe Alt do well. Mambo with the Jets has done well, but I think that those are more exceptions than the rule. Who knows though? Because that's always been the common wisdom. You don't go O-line the O-lineman in the first round is going to take a while to acclimate, but maybe it's changed since the game's more simple these days. So I don't know. I still think you go free agency with O-lineman. I would hope they would do that. All right, man. 4 minutes to go. Crosby looks pissed off. Kenny Pickett, he's getting a shot. Here we go, dude. First down, 35-yard line. Pickett dropping back. Quick throw to Lockett on the outside. Lockett drops it. Okay, that wasn't on Kenny Pickett. That was on Lockett. Yeah, they always go away from Genty, and now they got the backup running back, Raheem Mostert, in there. But we're in pass-only mode, and Genty can't block. In my opinion, he's not good as a pass protector. I'm just a fan. I'm not trying to act like I'm an expert, but the eyeball test doesn't look good. Kenny Pickett on second down and another throw to Lockett, but I think we got PI on the Broncos here. PI on the Broncos here. Okay, PI on Patrick Surtain, first down Raiders. So what do you guys think? Do you think that Indiana could beat the Raiders right now? You think Indiana could beat this Raiders team right now? I don't think so. Or Ohio State? Or Georgia? Ohio State, maybe. All right, 1st and 10. And Kenny Pickett to throw and a quick one to Besh, and Besh in garbage time gets a few yards, 5-6. Yeah, I mean, even though Indiana won last night, I would say that Ohio State could probably do it more than Indiana. 2nd and 5 now, and Pickett to throw. Hey, a decent completion on the outside to Besh. So it's still a 3-possession game no matter what. And Pickett with pressure and sacked easily. Nick Benito, 4-man rush. Yeah, they got Bowers out. They got Genty out. And they got... Oh, no, Bowers is in there. Oh, man. 2nd and 15, Pickett. Getting rid of it and getting a completion to Bowers for the first down on 2nd and 15. All right. 2:28. Are they going to freaking go to get a playoff before the 2-minute warning? All right, Pickett, man. Airing it out deep, and Pickett with a touchdown to Jackson. Shedrick Jackson, the backup practice squad wide receiver, and uh-oh. No, here we go. That was garbage time, though, so that was easy for Kenny Pickett, but this is going to make Raiders fans say we got to start Kenny Pickett next week. He threw it pretty deep and threaded the needle there, man. On the post route to Shedrick Jackson. The safety went a little low. Riley Moss was the corner in coverage there. Yeah, John Madden knew when to retire. A good point, Jonathan. Should we start Pickett next week? I mean, we got a touchdown, baby. Results are results. Oh, no. And there you freaking go. Pull it. So onside kick's going to happen soon. No way. No way. Everyone's going to say, yeah, I already know it. Oh, so that's Bo Jackson's nephew. Okay, that was the guy. I remember that they got him. I didn't know if he got moved up to the 53 yet. Nice. Dude. And Pete Carroll knew this would happen. The second he goes in, even if he scores a touchdown, it's garbage time. Doesn't really matter. Everybody's going to be all about it. Ooh, hey, I'm happy for the guy to get a touchdown, man. The dude looked emotional. He's probably been battling, trying to get a spot. Probably been cut multiple times. And he got a touchdown. There you go. Yeah, the small hands. I was looking at that. Is Kenny Pickett left-handed too? It looked a little weird. Is he left-handed? Oh no, he's not left-handed? Okay. His delivery looked a little interesting. Whew. Yeah, Pete Carroll's trying to act like he's happy, but he is. Wait, what? People think Geno Smith's injury is super serious? No way. It could be season ending? Yeah, I mean, I do think so. Yeah, maybe Pickett's delivery was just so freaking. His release was way quicker. Jonathan and Rutgers can beat our team, and I'm not gay. Doing a Chandler Jones there. Shout out to you. And I'm not gay. That's hilarious. All right, man. So onside kick with 2:17 to go. Let's see what happens. They haven't got one yet. Probably not going to get one now for being real, but hey, you never know. And they did not get it. Yeah, they're not good at onside kicks. Sit all the starters. Well, they have what? They still have 3 timeouts right now, yeah? So Bo Nix is about to take the field. So the Raiders beating the Eagles next week with freaking Kenny Pickett? All right. So they're going to run it 3 times. The Raiders will burn their timeouts, and we'll see if the Raiders can get a stop, man. And the handoff is going to go, 2nd and 6 there. Oh, wow. The Raiders' run defense is trash, bro. Shout out to George. Pete has done a poor job finding talent, trying new lineups. I think Pete has to go. Okay, I'm going to defend Pete Carroll here because he's not in charge of finding the talent. That's Brady's job and Brady's butt buddy, Spytech. So they've done a shitty job finding the talent. Pete Carroll is just coaching the talent. And I think they did a shitty job. They missed with Alex Kappa. They missed with freaking Landon Roberts. They missed with Chip Kelly. They missed with Eric Stokes, even though I think he's been okay, but I think you should have spent more money at corner, especially when you're losing Nate Hobbs. And I like the Jeremy Chen, though. That's the one I do like. I'll give him credit for that. So 2nd and 2 for the Broncos and a handoff. First down for the Broncos, and you're hitting the 2-minute warning. I just want to see one more Kenny Pickett drive. That's what I'm hoping for. Oh, they called a timeout before the 2-minute. Botox Brady. But I mean, you know, whether or not Pete has to go, I think they're going to move on regardless. Here we go. Bo Nix to throw, taking a sack. All right, commercial break right now. Yeah. So they're calling it a wrist injury for Gino, but I thought it was a shoulder. All right. 2 touchdowns, man. The offense is hot. 1 touchdown for Kenny Pickett, 1 touchdown for freaking Geno Smith. Wait, what am I wrong about? Trade Brady. Yes, get his ass out of here. He sucks at running a team. Live for the Chiefs game? No, probably not. I want to make some videos about all this. And there's some crazy stuff happening in the NFL we got to make some videos about. Dude, I don't even think Brady's sabotaging. I think he's just not that good. I think he's not good at evaluating talent and making football decisions. Yeah, he played quarterback for a good team, but that don't mean shit. Wow. The Daniel Jones, man, a 9-month recovery. Wow. That's crazy. Here we go, man. Critical down if this game even continues. My cat's coming back in here. I think she knows it's over. Second and 15. For Denver. And a handoff. And timeout. So now 3rd and 15. Ooh, Chiefs versus the Houston Texans. Gonna be crazy. I'm hungry. I gotta eat after this game. I'm hungry as balls. What why did Yeah, I don't know why Brady didn't buy a piece of the Patriots. Doesn't that make more sense? 3rd and 11 for Denver and a handoff and all right. 4th down. Gonna get the clock to about 1:02. And the Raiders could still win it. All right, man. They're calling a timeout. Here we go. Did the Bucks lose to the? Oh yeah, the Saints beat the Bucks. Fourth and 3. Are they going for it? Wow, dude, I was at a restaurant the other day, and there was literally ladies there who I heard them talking. They watch The View, like they watch The View every day. 4th and 3. Denver's going for it. Here we go. I know I shouldn't have started Egbuka. And a handoff. And are they going to just let him get it? Oh, turnover on downs. Okay. Wow. Raiders got a shot with 58 seconds. Kenny Pickett. Here we go. Jack Besh, Lockett in the lineup. Let's see what Kenny Pickett can do here. Just got less than a minute to go. Kenny Pickett checking it down to the running back, Mostert. Minimal gain. All right, Pickett, 2nd and 7. Throwing on the run. Another short pass to Besh this time. $36 seconds to go. And a little run for Pickett now after on 3rd and 3, first down. Let's see what's up here. Timeout by Denver. Yeah, Bears look like they're about to tie it up, yeah. Yeah, Pickett's getting his release is quick. Pickett on the run, throwing on the run, and a completion to Lockett. There you go. And now a flag. Maybe Pickett will get a little garbage time touchdown. Delay a game because he sat on him. Daniel Carlson field goal, 5 seconds to go. All right. And the spread. changing the spread with the field goal for some reason. 7-point game. What was the spread? Oh, it was an 8.5-point spread. It was an 8-point spread, so maybe a PAA. Now that was a 7-point difference. All the spread bettors got to be freaking livid right now. Played for the spread, bro. Whoo, the game is over, man. Thank God that game is over. Whew. That was rough, man. Oh my God. Thank God that's over. All right, we'll tie a game with the Bears and Broncos, man. Shout out to everybody hanging out. Yeah, that was like some WWE shit, exactly. Well, I'm going to work on some videos, man. Thank you guys for hanging out. Appreciate you, Michael. Appreciate you, Barstow. Appreciate all you guys hanging out. And hey, if Kenny Pickett plays against the Eagles next week, 10 a.m., that'll make it a shitload more interesting. But peace all y'all, man, and we'll see what happens with this game next week, and we'll see what happens in the offseason, especially. I think February is going to be really interesting for Raiders fans. If it's thumbs up or thumbs down for Pete Carroll, and maybe Geno Smith played his last down with the Raiders if this shoulder injury is really serious. Eggplant pizza. Oh shit. Oh God. Damn. Yeah, if Kenny Pickett plays, I think a lot more people are going to tune in next week. But hopefully Geno recovers, man. I'm still rooting for both these guys. Call me the freaking optimist. Who cares? But let's try to make it less miserable next week. We'll see what happens. Early game, though. So make sure you guys are here, man. I'll try to go live a little early for the game. So peace out, y'all. And we'll be signing off right now. Woo! Oof. And with that, the Raiders have second pick.